We're back. We're back, goddammit. We're back. What is this? We're back. Why are you doing this to me? Holy fucking kids, this is fucking Jamie's clan, you little fuck. This is fucking Jamie's clan, you little fuck.
There you go, you little fucker yous. This is Jamie's clan, and we're live in the fucking dungeon. And I got a fucking guy here, bro. This motherfucker is one of the fucking legends of fucking Hudson County, man. He laughs at it, but he knows it's true. It's so true. I got with me fucking right now, I'm your host, Dee Rotten. I got with me fucking evil fucking Adam.
What's up, shit lickers?
What's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
I'm all right. Yeah, fucking cool. I gotta say, this is a very well lit dungeon.
Hey, man, the fucking torture stairs were crazy, though, right?
Yeah. You didn't give the fucking warning about the 5 goddamn flights of stairs, which rendered my fat asthmatic ass incapacitated.
I mean, that's the first torture of the dungeon, besides hearing my voice and being on the show.
Oh, God. Please tell me there's no anal fisting at the end of this.
Oh, no. There's no pleasure up in here.
Pleasure for who, though? That's the key. Who's on the receiving end and who's on the giving?
What's going on? So we finally got you on the fucking dungeon. Took a while, bro. You're one of the few people in this fucking county that I wanted on the fucking show. You know, because I mean, we go way back. You know, like fucking 8-track.
Holy shit, 4-track, 4-track. 4-track days, man.
Literally, bro.
Little shitty Tascam 4-track days. I don't know what to do. How do we get all the drums on here? Easy. One mic. Oh, Jesus.
That's it. That's how the Beatles did it, bro.
God damn. What a fucking difference now. Now I'm like bitching if it's, but I can't hear the hi-hat enough. Like when it's closed. It sounds fine when it's open. When it closes, I don't hear it enough.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. What have we done? Where have we gone?
It's fucking crazy, dude, man. I mean, fuck, dude. I mean, what? I remember recording, like you said, one fucking mic for the drums.
Yep.
One mic for the vocals.
Yep.
One mic for bass. And one mic for fucking guitar.
That was it.
That was your demo.
That was it. And if you were smart enough, you knew how to bounce everything down to get more tracks. Because then you could be like, oh shit, I could put a second guitar track on here. And that was even worse because it would sound shittier and shittier with each new track you added to it.
Yeah, it degraded the fucking sound and shit, man.
So because it was all on fucking tapes too. Like,
but I mean, if you listen back to like the Doors and the Beatles and all that shit, those albums sound great.
Yeah, because they had a different setup. They were using reel-to-reels, you know, these really big fucking fat tapes that had high quality. You know, they were high quality tapes to begin with, and then they had their microphones and shit they had. That's where the money was. You know what I mean? Their consoles and the microphones they had back then. Look at how everything now, if you want to buy it, they're trying to emulate, you know, the circuits of that old hardware because they still fucking can't do something, I guess, as clear. That headroom, you know, what everyone thinks of what an album sounds like is from the days that they first started making them. Like, you know, that's the weird shit. Like, if you record an album digitally and want to mix it properly so it could be on a vinyl, you have to basically make it sound shittier than you intended on the digital recording.
Like you saw the fucking Doors movie. You watched Doors documentaries,
yeah,
right?
but not all of us are able to get fucking blowjobs while working in the studio.
But I'm saying, you know, Riders on the Storm is done on a 4-track.
Yeah.
A fucking 4-track, man. That shit sounds like it's like a 24-track, bro.
Yeah, they knew what the fuck they were doing back then.
You know, it's like, yo, we put Rain on Riders. It's like, you got a 4-track, dude. How the fuck did you fit Rain on Riders, man?
I'll never forget the time when I heard, what was it, Billy Corgan was talking about recording Smashing Pumpkins, and he had something like 20-something guitar tracks on some of the songs, and I'm like,
the fuck?
Like, we're spoiled. Like, you were so fucking spoiled now.
Dude, I can't think past 2. How do you do
there's
20?
Just not. I mean, I've experimented with like having multiple fucking, beyond what I definitely need to make something sound proper for a song.
Yeah.
But it's usually because I want to capture a different part of the same sound, not because I need to add more fucking tracks. It's like I'm going to play the exact same track, but I'm going to put this mic over here in this corner of the room because it sounds weird here, just to have ambience and room sound for the rest of the fucking song.
I mean, if you're fucking like, say, you record 20 tracks, right? Of the same shit, 20 guitar tracks, the same shit. It's just gonna sound the same. It's not gonna sound any fucking.
It's
thicker.
just this ridiculous lush. It's like trying to capture every fucking possible frequency of the goddamn thing, and that's not what generally we want to hear, right? Like, think of how much you have to EQ something before you get it to sound exactly how you want it to sound. You're dropping frequencies out, so
exactly.
So like making this ridiculous fucking wall of sound that encompasses everything at some point is you're just making it muddier and getting further away than probably what the guts of the song was to begin with.
All right, you know what? Fuck those cocksuckers. This is about fucking Evil Adam. Yo, where are you from, dude, man? Let my motherfuckers know in here, bro. Let the peeps in the dungeon know where you're from.
Born, raised, still live in, never plan on leaving Jersey City, New Jersey.
Sounds like a fucking song title.
Yeah. I just fucking, I love being here. I love being in Jersey, and I've traveled a lot all over the fucking country and places outside of the country, and as much as I enjoyed being there, I also wanted to fucking come back home, and there's something to be said. When you've seen a lot of different places and you're like, nah, fuck this, I still want to be home.
This is your cheers.
It's where I belong then. You know what I mean? I can't fight that. It's not like I've been like, you know what? I'm going to choose to like living in Jersey City. No, I just fucking like being here. Okay. So it's just part of who I am. Maybe I'm just fucking afraid of change. That's why I'd never carry money.
He just carries cards, folks.
Fucking cards.
Plastic.
All the time.
He's all plastic.
It's also really hard for the fucking steal my money if I don't have any. It's very, very cost effective in there.
Oh my.
Can't fucking mug me if I got nothing to give you.
Yeah, you really can't use other people's plastic unless you got that 4-digit number.
Yeah, what the fuck are you gonna do? Yeah, give me your pin. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? Yeah, go ahead, go nuts. Oh, it didn't work. Yeah, no shit. The fuck are you gonna do? Make me walk with you into a bank where there's cameras? Like, what the fuck are you gonna do,
dude? So what got you into this fucker? What got you into fucking music, man? Like your earliest fucking thought.
The shit.
Yes, this shit.
The shit that made me want to do. That's a tough question because music got me into music. You know what I mean? Like I just loved music as a kid.
But what made you want to fucking play this bullshit? And I say bullshit, but I love it.
I don't think anything made me want to play it. I don't think I had a choice. It felt like it was something that was gonna happen. It never felt like I was like, you know what I want?
I know you're Puerto Rican. The guitar put the switchblade to you or something?
Yeah, it was no, man, it was fucking drums. The
drums held the blade to you.
My father is a musician, and he plays guitar and he plays keyboards, and a lot of people in my family were already musicians, and he was friends with tons of other musicians, and they would bring their shit over. And excuse me. So, at some point, someone brought over a set of fucking timbales, and
for the layman's out there, what is that?
Timbales. I don't know what the fuck you would call a timbale in English. Like the fuck, it's what Tito Puente plays. They're basically drums for spics, like drums for fucking for us Hispanic folk. What you hear in salsa music and other types of world music, I guess, it's two toms, basically. They have a very specific sound. They look like snare drums, but they don't have snares.
Dude,
and that's what they are.
Go watch the movie Salsa from the fucking 80s, bro. Tito Puente was in it.
Yeah. So that's what Tito Puente was famous for playing. And that was the first thing I ever played as a kid. I was playing those.
You rocked those?
And I was like maybe 3 or 4 years old, and my family was like, "Oh shit, he's actually keeping time." Like,
Get him in the band.
I was like, "This kid might actually be able to do," and that was it. I was in love with drums from that point forward. So I always asked my parents for a drum set, and that shit wasn't gonna happen. Like, it just was like a no. It just was a no. And then there was like 3rd grade, there was fucking band shit in school, and they were like, "Do you want to play music?" I was like, "Yes, I do." "What do you know how to play?" "I don't know how to play anything." And
What they give you?
and so he was like, "Well, what do you want to play?" I was like, "I want to play drums." He's like, "Okay, but what we need is someone to play clarinet." And I was like,
Damn.
"How about saxophone?" He's like, "You can play saxophone, but first you'll need to learn how to play clarinet." So
Did he give you the recorder?
I'm gonna go give you a spoiler alert. I never got to play drums or fucking saxophone. I got stuck with clarinet for like from 3rd grade to like 7th or 8th grade or some shit.
God damn.
And I was brutal on it. I was a sick fucking clarinet player as a kid. And I started getting really bad headaches from it, and I fucking stopped completely.
The fuck?
Yeah, I just from listen, I'm not someone who's known to blow all the time. That's not my thing. No one's ever been like, "Hey, you know, Rene, he's a fucking blower. This guy blows. That's what we know him for." Fucking Rene Rosa just going around blowing everybody. That's not who I am. So fucking, you know. You know why? Because if I was sucking dick, I'd get headache immediately. I get ache from headache.
Oh my God.
That's just not. It's not a good thing for me. And I never wanted to play saxophone.
He doesn't blow, folks.
I do not blow, folks. I am not a horn player. Just keep me away from your woods, your woodwinds. Nothing I ever wanted to be a part of, but was doing anyhow. And the fucking teacher, I'll never forget him. His name was Mr. Fisher. What a fucking cocksucker that guy was.
Fuck.
He was such an asshole. He was arrogant as shit. He would talk shit about all the other teachers in the fucking school system that were music teachers. And I'm like, "You guys played together in bands. Aren't you supposed to be friends?" He's like, "Yeah, but I'm better at clarinet than this guy and that guy." And so he would play with the kids and like, not that way, but like.
Yeah, so we know.
As far as we know. Who knows? He was called Mr. Fisher for a reason. Who knows? He could have been wrist deep. But there's fishing in kids. But there's God. He wasn't one of the 64 Catholic priests in Hudson County.
I wouldn't doubt it, man.
But yeah, so like I feel like he specifically was teaching kids and having like kids have bands and shit so that he could play leads on clarinet. Like, I swear to you, instead of picking a kid to play lead most of the time and be like, "I'm going to play the lead here, guys," because, you know, I'm leading the kids. And I was like, this is fucking weird. Because every other time we would go to, like, a competition or, like, a performance, any time there was a lead in a song, it was being played by kids. Even if they sucked at it, that was the best kid they had, so he played fucking lead.
Exactly.
And it was the teacher playing lead. So then at some point I was like, I got to get good at this enough where I'm the one playing the fucking lead instead of this guy. And that's exactly what happened.
That's really fucking odd. You would fucking like, "I'm doing the lead here, guys."
I was like, "No, I'm going to play." I was like, "Mr. Fisher, I learned the lead." "Oh, that's okay." No. I learned the lead. Look, this is, and I would play it. And he'd just stare at me like, "Okay, I guess you're playing the lead in the concert." That was really good.
He was trying to live out his fucking childhood dream with you guys, bro.
Yes. Well, he should have done that. He should have done that in childhood, like the rest of us were doing while we were children. So it was just fucking weird. It was the weirdest thing, and he was really arrogant about that shit. And I think that made me more of the asshole that I am today. Like that little fucking weirdness from him. I was like, "Fuck this guy." And
It sounds like a fucking dick face.
yeah, and then eventually I was like, "No, I'm quitting clarinet."
What grammar school was this? What number?
It was 30 school.
30 school. Was that?
Yeah. Seaview and Gates in Jersey City.
Okay. That's
But
up
I lived in the hood.
the Greenville area.
Yeah, I grew up in the hood.
Okay.
I spent my
He's
most.
got his gangster pass.
I really fucking do. I really do. Shit. But yeah, man, that shit was fucking ridiculous. I quit, and I was so happy to quit. Like I was. It was like one of those things. Like, yeah, I have terrible headaches from this shitty instrument that I fucking hate that I'm really good at. And fuck you, I'm out.
So you leave that piece of shit clarinet behind. What did you jump? Did you try to jump back on drums?
Now I was in 7th grade, and because I couldn't play clarinet anymore, my parents felt bad for me.
Okay.
And I think it was Christmas. They were like, we're getting you a drum set. You've been wanting one forever.
There we
and I
go.
was like, yes. So I got a drum set, and immediately was told, yes, we want you to learn, do whatever you want, but we don't want you playing in bands because this should remain a hobby.
What?
And, we don't want you to get involved with drugs and this and that and all this other
So
shit.
they knew all the stuff that was going on.
And
there
then,
you go, Pops. He
and
knew
I
the
was
good
like,
stuff.
wait, so I'm going to learn instruments to never be able to play live. This is not going to be awesome at all.
That sounds like every other parent out there.
Yeah, exactly. And then when it started to happen, it was like they were powerless to do anything but support me.
Of course,
dude.
dude.
So
you can't stop the fucking boulder going down the
yeah,
fucking
man.
hill.
I started playing drums and I fucking loved it. And then trying to find people to play with was tough. So I wound up, there was an extra right-handed guitar in the house. I don't remember why, because my dad's lefty. But he might have just had it there so that when people come over, they could play.
Nah.
And I just picked it up and I started learning songs from fucking Metallica songs and Nirvana songs and other punk songs and shit. And then stopped learning everybody else's shit.
This was like your 8th, 7th,
It's
8th
like
grade?
7th grade, yeah. The same time I had a drum set, I also picked up fucking guitar. And I started, and then
What kind of guitar was the first? What guitar?
the Hondo 2.
The Hondo 2.
The Hondo
That's a very
2.
fucking sufficient beast there.
It was basically a Les Paul Jr. style fucking guitar.
You know what? And I guarantee it probably rocked better than a Les Paul Jr.
Dude, that thing was heavier than dead elephants. That shit was ridiculous. I remember picking it up the first time and being like, eh. like all the weight in that guitar starts like, yeah, it's so fucking ridiculously heavy. And my God, dude, that thing was like, you could kill someone with that. I still have it somewhere. I still
got it?
I still have it somewhere. But
shit.
I need to get it fixed up and worked on so that
You're
way.
the only motherfucker that still has their first fucking guitar.
I've only gotten rid of maybe 2 guitars or 3 guitars. Yeah, 2 guitars I've ever had.
Yeah, you got one guitar that I want bad. You won't
The
get rid of it.
Jag-Stang?
Yes.
Nah, man, that was my first actual guitar.
Fuck.
That was the first one that was like, this is yours.
Fucking
So I
sweet.
have guitars that I had before that, but that
Nah.
wasn't technically my guitar. That was the one that was like, you graduated 8th grade. Here you go.
Sweet neck on that motherfucker.
What do you want? I want a Jag-Stang. Okay, what the fuck is that? It's that guitar. Gimme.
Jesus
So,
Christ, dude.
Yeah. And I got to get them all fixed up at some point. I really got to get some work.
I got a fucking $10 for my 8th grade graduation. You got a Jag-Stang, dude. Damn.
Yeah.
I bought
Yeah.
Metallica Master of Puppets for my fucking 8th grade graduation.
That's not bad, though.
It's not, yeah, but it's not a Jag-Stang, dude.
I guess not, but
And it was on tape.
But Master of Puppets lasts a lifetime.
Yeah.
If you lost your limbs, you wouldn't be able to enjoy a Jag-Stang anymore, but you'd still be able to listen to motherfucking Master of Puppets.
You got a point there. Yeah,
All right.
Puppets rocks a Stang.
Don't ever talk some great music down, because there's a lot of value in great music beyond just.
I'm
having
sorry, Metallica,
12.
that I fucking said a Jag-Stang was better than Master of Puppets. I'm sorry, Metallica.
I mean, Jag-Stang probably is better than Master of Puppets, but
No.
but you always need your precious anyhow, or else you're not gonna have the fucking drive to do something else, right?
No, exactly.
Like you always need that thing that like, I want this so bad, because then it makes you do shit to get it, whether it's
Exactly.
robbing someone or actually working hard.
So we got you're fucking playing the fucking these fake Gibsons. You get a sweet Stang for your 8th grade birthday.
Yep.
I want to know this one. Where the fuck did you get the name Evil Adam?
So
And this whole concept.
you know where Evil Adam came from, though.
No, I don't.
Yes, you were there for it.
I'm playing dumb here, bro. No, I don't, man. There
You
would be
were
no
there for
podcast if I knew all this shit.
So because of the limited accessibility of getting other people to come to my house to play and record and shit at an early age,
Okay.
I started recording to 4-track recordings. And
So you started rocking this Tascam.
yeah, I had a Tascam, was recording everything by myself, and
Okay.
then it was me and my cousin Izzy.
Izzy. We all know Izzy.
Yeah, and in our early like late late grade school, early high school, we would get together while we were camping and like playing fucking guitars and stuff, and
Shout out to
they'd
Izzy,
go
bro.
to each other's houses and work on music, and everything was funny. It was all stupid, funny songs.
He was the only lefty guitar player I knew. I felt bad for. I was like, damn,
Him and my dad
can't rock
both.
nobody else's shit.
Yeah, him and my dad both lefty guitars, and
Somebody showing you love on that phone?
yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on right now, but I
Booze is going on.
So we used to basically just record stuff, and then like
Oh, so he was your
he was my
right-hand dude.
He was playing some guitar and he was playing bass, and I was playing
He
some
was
guitar.
he's a sick fucking bass player,
Yeah.
motherfucker, dude.
And
Jeez.
and I was playing drums, and then it was up to one of us to do vocals.
Would you guys flip a coin or something? Or?
It was just like, I'll do it, like, because
Look at you, he's like, I'll do it.
I'll do it. And the thing for me was, it was weird because it was like, there was no like, can I sing? Like, there was none of that. It was, well, we need vocals.
Nah.
And I'm already writing lyrics, so I guess I'll do the
Fuck
the
it.
fucking vocals. And then we did that. And that was my first experience with like,
you fit it.
I started singing. And the thing about it that was crazy was like learning how to do multi-track recordings and that I could do harmonies this way. I never sang harmony before.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I was a kid and like fucking holy shit, I could sing with myself and make it fucking
That's just love. Don't that hum is all love. I'm doing a little love right here, bro. What we got? Just show them love, you know, people.
but it's
Renee, you must give love. I'm not gonna give love. Like, look, motherfucker, I'm doing some fucking shit right now. I can't show you love, but I love you.
Somebody's trying to make a delivery at my house for fucking whatever.
It's probably a jag stank, man. Probably another jag stank.
Idiots. So yeah, so that's how I started doing vocals, and then the name of our project was Greenheads.
I'm just letting you know I'm doing a little Facebook Live here for my fans.
Oh. Yeah, so the project that was me and my cousin Izzy was called Greenheads because those were the giant fucking killer flies that would bite the shit out of you in Cape May in Wildwood.
Oh shit.
So that's where we were hanging out the most, and that's
Yeah.
where we were fucking
That's
writing.
a dope fucking name for a
So
band.
it was called Greenheads. But it was also a joke on the fact that there are so many bands that with the word green or the word head in them.
Yeah.
So it was like that was the ultimate fucking monster. That was the ultimate combination of like every band that's ever had the word green or every band that's had the word head. Here's the Greenheads. Holy shit, it happened. And that was it. Like, we just wrote a bunch of stupid. We had a song called Shit Willy because he told me
Willy.
this story about someone who, instead of giving a wet willy, fucking stuck their finger in their asshole that had shit and fucking put it in somebody else's ear.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with people?
Yeah, exactly. Well, there was a song about it.
Holy shit, Willie.
Yeah.
That is fucking sick, bro. Whoever fucking was doing that, bro, I really hope they get hurt bad. Bad.
I can't imagine having a shitty ear. Can't imagine.
Dude, imagine you go home and your mother's like, what the fuck is this shit in your ear? It's like,
I was listening to trap music, but it's
oh,
but
God.
it's fucking yeah. So that's how that started. Where I was like,
So Izzy
learning
was
how to
so-
record. Izzy
All
was
right.
with me from day one and stuff for sure.
Okay.
Like he was working with me from day one. Because other than that, oh my God, I forgot about the shit I used to do with Joe as a kid when I first had a drum set.
fucking Joe.
Yeah, because I used to have this little Casio or Yamaha keyboard that you could like.
That's fucking
It was just a shitty synth and everything built in.
Joe alone,
And we would
bro.
just sit there fucking screaming out random shit while playing keyboard and him playing drums or whatever the fuck it was. It was hilarious, dumb shit. And we were just using a regular boombox to record it, so there was no actual anything of value really happening, but we were super happy to do it.
Nah.
And then years later, it became Cousin, you know?
Yeah, we heard a lot of that on Joe Alone's fucking podcast, dude.
That shit is. We need to get back to that.
Optimus Primo. It's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, Optimus Primo. Yeah. So then in high school, I went into choir because I wanted to become a better singer.
Okay.
And it kind of worked. It was also great because for a while I was the only boy, which was fantastic.
That's sweet.
Being the only boy in the high school choir, dude, that's like the fucking dream.
That's kind of why I took fucking cooking.
Like, people were making fun of me at first, and then I'd be like, dude, I'm the only boy in the choir. Ha, 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 ha. I'm like, I'm the only boy in the choir. Ha, ha, ha. I'm the only boy in the choir. Oh. Like, it would take that much to dawn on them. Like, damn, that's fucking smart.
You're fucking retards,
And
bro.
then all of a sudden, a bunch of fucking people I knew started joining choir.
Bastards, now you're not the only boy in the choir.
I was like, yeah, see, this is what happens when you find out the magic, the fucking most brilliant move I ever made in fucking high school. And then I was in musicals in high school because of it. Mm-hmm. And it was The Apple Tree, which was... I was Adam from The Diary of Adam and Eve by Mark Twain, and that shit was pretty fucking funny. So So everybody saw it in the school. Everybody was calling me Adam from that point forward.
Okay.
People just knew me as Adam. The people that didn't know me already just knew me as Adam. Constantly, yo, Adam, that shit was dope. Like, that's all I heard.
Picturing the kids in high school.
Yo, Adam, what's up, man? That shit was dope, yo. That shit was funny. And then, and then the next year, which was, I think, senior year, I was the dentist from Little Shop of Horrors, or also known as Orin Scrivello, or some people just called the evil dentist. So then
all right, here we go.
We used to hang out at the statue, and they called us the statue people. So then it went from all those words combined, it was evil statue Adam. And I don't know who said that first.
They called you Evil Statue Adam?
They called me Evil Statue Adam. There was just so much fucking shit. I remember you and somebody else at one point just called me Satan because...
Probably Chuck.
Because I was able to get people to do shit.
Probably Chuck.
Like, just be like, yeah, well, go do that. They're like, okay. Like, they would just not question it if I told someone to do something. Like, what are you fucking, you're the devil? What are you, fucking Satan?
It's either Chuck or Rob or fucking Rich.
I don't know. For a while, someone was like, you're Satan, man. You get people to do dumb shit. And I'm like, people do dumb shit, period. I just happen to be there when it happens, I guess. Or
okay,
mildly suggest it. Doesn't mean you should do it. I also say a lot of sarcastic shit, and I don't expect anyone to fucking take that as gospel. So
who cut it down? Who got rid of the statue? And who got rid of the statue and just decided to call you?
Give me 1 second. God damn it. This is fucking ridiculous. I have to call this person and be
call him on the show. Call him on the show, man. Fuck it. Who we calling? FedEx, UPS?
No, someone's doing a delivery of grocery food and shit. Hold on.
Call him on the show.
It's a woman, I think.
Great. Grocery calls from the Dungeon Podcast. I don't think you're getting a delivery.
What's going on here? This is so ridiculous.
Looks like it's PB&J for you tonight, bro.
Oh, my God.
Could be PB&J for you, bro.
This is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Dude, man, you gotta get your fucking groceries, dude. I'm not gonna let you fucking starve, bro. Well, I guess we ain't bringing them to his house
And the thing is, my cousin's home. So, I told him, I said, just go to the house and ring apartment 2C, and that's it. That she's not even knows where she is, because she's like, I don't see it. I don't see the house. How do you miss an entire fucking house? 40 Bleecker Street.
You need to change the grocery system, dude.
Jesus, that was the first time I'm trying it.
All right.
Anyhow,
How the fuck did you get rid of the statue out of the?
Because it was too cumbersome. Like, I started recording solo stuff right after I graduated high school. I finally had a computer that I could record on. Software had changed. Fucking hardware had changed, and I realized I could actually do something. At first, it was all either samples or like I would record like a really shitty sounding drum beat off of my drums with like one mic on the computer, and then chop it up into pieces.
Dude, Nas said you just need one mic.
Yeah. What we used to do, it was crazy, man. The shit I used to do on that was insane. And then eventually there was like new versions of the software I was using where I could program the drums.
Okay.
And because
you were the first person I've seen doing that shit.
Yeah, man, that really fucking changed everything because I could write drums on the drum set, and because I usually would write based on a drum beat, not a riff first, and then at least back then, and then like translate it to programming, which was a pain in the ass because it wasn't like what people think it is. It was, you have to visualize what the drum beat looks like on a grid.
Yeah.
It's a completely different idea of what most people
would think.
Oh my God.
Would think. Is this bitch lost, dude? The heights ain't that big.
Jesus Christ. I don't get it. She's trying to go to the next corner over.
The heights ain't that big, bro.
I can't remember that. You know how there's that like Passaic or whatever Avenue or Patterson. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Passaic Avenue, where it's only like 2 blocks long, between Bleecker and the next.
Oh,
street.
you live by number 6 school.
I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's by what's Bleecker. I think that's what Bleecker is. Maybe. Not too sure. Haven't been living in Jersey City in a while. I've been hanging out in a dungeon.
Oh my God. What stores are around it? None. It's a residential area.
Holy shit, dude. She don't got a GPS?
Oh my God. I guess not. This is ridiculous. Like, I don't understand. This is so fucking stupid. This is going to be very, very nice and simple for you to just cut the fuck out of, I guess.
15 minutes is lost.
It's like, what happened?
We got extra footage here, folks, of Rene ordering groceries.
Just fucking dealing with some numbnuts that doesn't know how to fucking handle grocery delivery. How do you fucking miss a house?
You know what, man? We're gonna take a break right here, so you can call this fucking bitch up and yell out of the proper way. All right, I want to play something off of, and we're gonna get to this, of the recording of Useless and Dumb.
Oh yeah.
I want to play a song off of this fucking motherfucker, but I want you to pick the song I'm gonna play.
Why?
There you fucking go, motherfuckers. This is Why off of fucking Useless and Dumb. Now, you'd be fucking dumb if you don't get this, and you'd be useless if you don't fucking buy it. So go fucking cop this fucking album.
Communicate is what you
Fucking why ask why, dude?
The important thing about that song is that it has both a question mark and an exclamation point in the title.
There you fucking go. Oh my god. All right, so you're rocking and rolling, bro. You're fucking figuring this fucking shit out that nobody around Jersey fucking city does, which is a drum machine. I never seen nobody fucking doing it.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing was that like the internet was just starting to become something, you know. Being able to record music at home was unheard of unless you had a really good 8-track recorder at home or something. And even then, nobody was going to release that shit. You know what I mean? You had to be on some other level shit to be able to release something you fucking recorded at home, because you had to have Trent Reznor or Dave Grohl money. You know, there was no fucking way you were going to be able to do that shit at home. And so my brain was never going to be able to handle the fact that like I could actually make money off of this.
Well, you didn't realize you were creating a classic. I don't care what anybody says. That's an underground fucking classic, that album.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I I will never write anything like that ever again. That's that's the thing. Like I couldn't if I wanted to, because my mind has changed so much about music as it was then, that like if I were to put that album out now, I'd be so disappointed in myself. You know what I mean? Like it always happens. Like you look back on what you've done and you're embarrassed or you feel regrets. But I don't really regret that album. I just I love how much I learned from recording that album. I love how much I learned from it existing since then, and like trying to play that live and teach people how to play those songs live and other stuff, and the pain in the ass that was, and the fucking arguments that came from it and all the other shit. It made me grow not just as a musician, but as a person, because that was a fucking hard baby to let go of, because it was every single shitty emotion that I had.
It was yours, man.
Yeah, it was it was years worth of fucking pent up aggression and nonsense in a released at a time where I lost my first fucking girlfriend, I dropped out of college, I fucking lost my first job for no stupid fucking reason. It was all the worst firsts you can have, you know what I mean, in one shot. And then I stuck myself in a fucking room for 2 weeks and wrote and recorded all these songs, some of them done in hours within the same day. You know, done. Fucking sit down, write, record, mix, released. All in one session of just sitting down and fucking doing it. And then eating and going to sleep and waking up and doing it again the next day. And that's when mp3.com first existed.
Oh, I remember that shit.
And my God, did I fucking love that website, because that was the first. I was able to, with Evil Adam Music.
Dude, you were a baller on there.
I was #1 on like multiple charts and shit, which shocked the shit out of me, because I didn't think it meant anything until they started doing revenue sharing. So for their advertisements, they would give their artists a percentage based on...
Oh, they used to do that shit?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It came out of fucking... No, dude, I did not see it coming. They were like, register this. Click yes if you want to include yourself for monetization. I was like, of course I do. I'm going to get nothing, but I'll include myself.
Yeah.
And then I got a fucking check for like $300 and something, like, 2 weeks later. And I was like, what? So I went and I bought a better mic. I went and I bought a better effects pedal. Like, I went and I bought shit for music. And little by little, I started building up to having equipment, and then bought a better sound card.
Thank you, mp3.com.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
And then that's how I was able to do Digital Stink with a little slightly better sounding recording, because I now had a new sound card. I fucking... you know,
that motherfucking album. I remember I bought a copy of Digital Stink. It was me, you, Rob, Martin, and John in John's car going to the studio, and we were at fucking, I don't know if it was fucking Burger King or McDonald's on Tunley Avenue, and everybody was like, we were all just like yip-yapping about, yo, man, I got money, I want it. You know, I bought my first fucking copy of that shit right there in the car, bro, on the fucking drive-thru.
Yeah. The Mad Max days, man. Those were the fucking days. Yeah, I used to have a lot of fucking fun in that studio. But yeah, without mp3.com, I don't think I would have anything going on right now. Honestly, I really don't. Because that was the first like attempt at empowering the musician, empowering the artists, and actually giving them money for their efforts.
No.
And they did, 50-50 on CD sales. So if your CD was $10 and sold on their website, they'd keep $5 and give you $5. And that was unheard of.
Yeah.
No record label was doing that
Nobody's
much.
doing that.
Yeah, there was so much money for an artist compared to what was going on, and the price of trying to print your own CD back then was so fucking expensive. It was ridiculous.
You buy a CD burner for fucking $500, $600. You buy a fucking stack of fucking CDs, $100 for a fucking
and then they wouldn't even play in every single recorder. 'Cause
Exactly.
you needed an industrial strength thing to make it so that it wasn't just CDRs, and they would look ugly as shit too.
Yeah.
What they did was, because they weren't going to be able to avoid it being CDRs, they would put the MP3s on the disc and the lyrics. So when you bought that CD, it'd play in your fucking, radio,
Nah.
the regular CD. But if you popped it in your computer, you could download all the MP3s off the fucking
Some
disc.
extra shits.
I was like, this is brilliant. Like, they were so forward thinking, and it sucks that those guys got fucked over by Universal. Universal bought them out and then just erased basically everything they did.
I was worrying, dude, because I was like, I always went back and looked for all the stuff, and I was like,
It was
gone.
impossible. I guarantee you there's songs that I've lost that I don't even remember. You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember existing. Because I used to just upload everything there. It would be like, if I was doing if I got a new guitar, that's how I always was. If I got a new piece of equipment, I'm going to sit down and write and record a new song because of that equipment.
Okay.
And a lot of songs came about because of that. They were just shit that I would just fucking...
I didn't know they fucking got bought out and just fucking wiped off the map.
Yeah, completely. And I'm hoping that the guys who started that are involved with other stuff that I just don't know about, because they deserve whatever success that they could have fucking had,
Nah.
And it sucked. It sucked that they went away because it changed. It changed the.
It made you feel good because you could buy your own fucking CD, your own hard copy.
Yeah,
You know?
and you got money when other people listen. And I literally have fans still to this day that follow me on Facebook and other shit that I don't know how the fuck they even have that patience to deal with not have current music released under that name and shit as much. And they still hit me up every once in a while. Guys in fucking Sweden and like Canada and other places all around the world where I've never been, but my music was. There was a fucking, because of mp3.com, there was a fan club in Kelowna, Canada. What? And they would get together and have drinks and fucking listen to Evil Adam. I shit you not. I got this email one day, hey man, can't wait to hear fucking blah, 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 so excited that you're going to be releasing new stuff soon. We're going to get the fan club together for a listening party. When are you going to be playing up here anytime soon? I'm like, where is up here? Like, we're in Kelowna, Canada. And I'm like,
how the fuck is that?
I've never been to any Canada, so it's like the odds of me getting people together to be able to play a show up there are very slim to none. But thank you. And like,
that's crazy.
When we started playing shows, the first show we ever played was a Halloween show in Crossroads in Garwood, New Jersey. And it was put on by the magazine then called Hypnosis.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
It was created by Guy Tetro, who I'm still friends with to this day. And he heard our music on mp3.com and was like, hey man, I fucking love your tracks. Your shit's great. I'm pretty psyched that, it would be great if we could have the #1 band in New Jersey and on mp3.com at a Halloween show. We'd love for you guys to headline it. And I was like, yeah, sure, we'll do that. And then he didn't know I didn't have a band.
Now you got to pull some fucking shit out your ass, dude.
It was like in July or August, and I was like, guys, we need to put this together.
Well, you got Izzy. Izzy was in there fucking from start.
So I had to teach them all how to play the parts. And then, like, you really had to just learn how to play bass, period. She was...
You just pulled somebody in who didn't even know how to play
the instrument? She didn't know how to play the instrument, and we were teaching her how to play...
Fuck,
and then, of course, she's better than all of us at bass now. So, like, she's better than all of us at the instrument, which was the best fucking thing that ever happened. It's like, let's get someone... She was playing a little bit of guitar, I think, with Izzy, and then, like, we were like, hey, can you play bass for us? And she's like, yeah. Can you teach me? So, like, Izzy would teach her parts, and I would teach her parts and stuff, and then, like... And then she's just like destroyed us on bass in the future, just down the road. But yeah, and that's how we played the first show. We just got a bunch of friends together and played that first fucking show, and everybody was like, "You guys were amazing." That was it.
Out of your ass.
Yeah, and then my parents.
Wow.
That was the funny thing about that was that my parents were like, they were now kind of sold. Like they were like, okay. This is what this is going to be, huh? Like, but they saw the crowd we had, and they saw the crowd reactions and and that was the beginning of the fucking end. You know what I mean? Like
shit.
that was it. That was how the shit started. It was like, all right, here we go.
So that was your first show? Fucking Evil Adam was a Halloween party?
It was a Halloween party in front of a bunch of people that never knew we existed until mp3.com.
Because I remember I opened up for you. Like, it was one missing you opened up for Evil Adam at...
Love Sexy.
No, it wasn't long. No. Our first time when I went for you motherfuckers was at the Arlington party.
Oh, you mean in the house? In the house parties. Yes.
Evil Adam just fucking... you guys were headlining.
Yep.
And I remember I was outside with fucking Goomba and Axis, and I'm like getting my beers. I'm like, about to go to the party, going to fucking see some bands. And they're like, no, we're playing. I'm like... No, we're not playing. I haven't played in months. We haven't been together in years. No, we're playing. Fuck.
Yeah.
That was my first time fucking opening up for Evil Adam,
That
dude.
was crazy, and we had the fucking mini disc. I had to keep bending over and pressing play on the fucking
You were
mini
the
disc.
first one to rock a mini disc player, too. Holy shit.
That was the only way that made sense to me, because remember, CD players back then were like... They were easy to skip, whatever.
Yeah.
Mini discs had shock protection usually, so they wouldn't skip as much. And I'm like, they're going to be close to a monitor speaker. It's going to get knocked around, and it still fucking skipped. It would still skip every once in a while. But it was the simplest way for me to do something. Would be like, here's a remote, hit the trigger so it starts playing.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, you guys were rocking without a drummer for a hot minute.
For a while.
Wow.
Yep, for a while. And then it was, had a series of different drummers over time before there was nothing. But yeah, that was the first drummer we had was a Sony mini disc player.
I remember that motherfucking little thing. It was a little fucking square thing and shit, man. I'm like, those things aren't going to beat CDs. Like,
No.
It sounds so much better, though.
Yeah, they were, they were handy as fuck though. I'm glad that I had it while we could have used it and it fucking worked. But my God, what a pain in the ass that whole time period was hilarious, because now you would never have to worry about some shit like that. You just have a bunch of MP3 backing tracks or WAV files.
Exactly. They're like, your computer don't skip, your laptop don't skip.
Yeah. So
Can you imagine if you had that back then?
Oh my God, dude, the difference in I'm glad we didn't. Look at how music is right now.
Yeah.
I'm glad that everything was effort. Like,
No, but when you guys had a drummer though, man, it pulled a whole new level, bro. It was a whole new life.
it was a different sound completely, and like I loved it and hated it at the same time. Like part of me was like,
it wasn't the original beast, but it was a new beast.
it was a new beast, and like part of me really had to reconcile that with like what it was, because it was tough, because I wanted us to go more in a direction where we were going to be adding electronics and keyboards and shit and become more of an industrial metal band, and that just never happened. It became more, I don't know, something else.
It became more metal.
It became more metal, period, which I wasn't really upset about. But I also was not someone who liked screaming, and I always preferred fucking melody over.
It kind of lost like the like you said, the industrial aspect that Evil Adam's first album and second album were kind of like veering towards.
Right. So that was kind of what like I felt like I was sad about. You know what I mean? Like like this isn't where I wanted it to go, but this is what I got, so we fucking go there. And then it became more of a band. It became more of a band, and I was trying to bring them in on writing songs and stuff. And I was still constantly writing stuff on my own at home. And the tough balance was like, hey guys, I wrote the song, let's learn it. And some people didn't want to learn new songs. Some people just didn't have the time for this or whatever.
What was some of your favorite Evil Adam shows?
CBGBs.
CBGBs?
CBGBs fucking sold out.
Which one, dude? Because you guys played a couple of them, bro.
Oh, was it?
I remember you guys did the fucking the Izzy Palooza. What the fuck was that guy?
Oh, Gibby Palooza.
Gibby Palooza.
August 21st. Was it August 21st, 2001? Something like that. It was sold out. That's all I remember. It was a sold out fucking show.
All right.
And it was
like a trial, one of those trial nights on a Sunday or some shit.
No, it wasn't a trial night, because we already passed it. The trial night was in December on a Tuesday night, and we wound up having something like 40 or 50 people show up. So they were like, "Here's money," smiling and being like, "When can we book you again?" And I was like, "You tell me. How does August sound?" And I was like, "Far, very far." And I'm like, "Oh wait, it's CBGBs, of course." Yeah, okay, sure.
Nah.
So they booked us for August or something like that, and then it was us and Sour. It was a
Okay.
2-show, and that show, like,
I was there.
Yeah, I remember looking off the stage and just seeing nothing but people all the way to the back. And the thing is, like, before we went on stage, I was like, it's a decent crowd. And then somehow between that and us finishing setting up and about to start playing the first song,
Okay.
the lights on the house were still on before we played. And I stood up there and I just saw people all the way to the fucking back, literally back to the entrance. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, that is a lot of people for CBGBs. Like, the only time I had ever seen that many people at CBGBs was, like, when we went to watch Mindless Self-Indulgence.
Okay.
You know, which was fucking, like, capacity. You know, this looked, I don't think it was at capacity, but it was close. It was a lot of fucking people. And then looking out at the front and seeing everyone I know, and then behind them, more people I know. And then after that, I don't know any of you motherfuckers. You know, and it was fucking awesome, dude. I never had that feeling before.
It
like
has
I was
begun.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this? This is insane. Because we, you know, it only been like two years or so of us playing live, like maybe 2 or 3 years at that point, and we weren't playing super often. We were playing maybe 2 shows a month at the most.
No.
So to see that size of a crowd at a fucking CBGB show. Dude, I was elated. That was like one of my favorite moments
Fucking
ever.
Power of the internet, dude.
Dude, it was insane. Yeah. It really was. Like the shit, that's when I was like, oh my God, the things we're going to be able to do. And then never did.
No.
You know? So, yeah, man, those days were fucking cool. I miss that shit. I miss CBGBs a lot. I miss New York being New York. You know?
I miss fucking Evil Adam being Evil Adam, dude.
That, you and me both, man.
You know?
You and me both. But, hey, whatever.
I mean, well, you know what, man? Let's take another break.
All right.
Take another break. We're going to drink a little bit more beer. We're going to be talking more to Evil Adam. I don't know who Rene Rosa is, but I know who fucking Evil Adam is. Evil Adam's right in front of me. We're going to play a little bit off just I like going in order.
Oh,
you know,
you-
I'm just an order kind of fucking asshole. So we're going to play a little bit something off of fucking Digital Stink. Pick something off of Digital Stink for these fucking people out here.
Oh my God. It's got to be either the Ugly People or what the fuck is that heavy one? Morning Sickness? Was that?
I like Ugly People more.
Okay. There we go.
This goes out to all you ugly people listening to the From the Dungeon podcast. Yo. We love you, motherfuckers.
This is a song for the ugly people. In our lives we
So from what I just heard right now, fucking the man behind the camera, Oz, was in one of your fucking shows.
Yes, he was. He was
That's fucking sick.
doing lighting on Little Shop of Horrors.
That's fucking crazy.
And here he is doing camera work on From the Dungeon podcast. It's a
fucking full circle here, bro.
We live in a very small world.
Oh, man.
A very small world.
So now fucking...
The Ugly People.
Yes.
That you just played.
Digital Stink, dude.
You got the reference, right?
Yeah.
You got it.
I did.
Like, it was easy. People to this day still, like, what? The Ugly People.
That was a good song live, too.
That was one of those good songs.
That was one of the ones that got the people popping, dude.
Especially that middle part where it goes really fucking... And I have to do that shit and then not dive and asthma
I
attack
should just sit there and
afterwards.
watch you like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Look up, look down, look all over. Oh, that shit was so fucking hard. And there were maybe one or two shows where I wasn't able to do it right. But that was usually because we started playing the song faster.
You and Axis were the two motherfuckers I know that were doing that in rock. Like the speed talk shit. I'm like, you're the only two motherfuckers I know that did that. No one else did that speed rapping shit or speed
He got
talk.
it from rap.
Yeah.
I got it from Weird Al.
It's crazy, dude. I'm like...
That's where I got it from. Axis got it from rap, and I got it from Weird Al Yankovic.
I'm like, holy shit! Look at this shit, dude. Fucking the two speedsters over here and shit.
That shit is hard, man. That was the whole song. Was it Up and Coming?
Mm-hmm.
That's all that shit is.
So what made you when you were getting into the transition of out of useless and dumb and going into fucking digital stink? What was your mind frame like?
It literally was just recording new songs. The way I didn't ever sit down and be like, here's an album. Here's what an album's going to be, whatever. Not till later. And then I never finished those fucking albums because I lost almost all those music.
Oh, we'll get into that, dude. Because, God damn it, I want you to put some of that shit out, dude.
Well, we're going to listen to, I guess, one of those today, probably. So, but yeah, it was, it was just recording more songs. And at a certain point, stuff with Useless and Dumb actually had gone somewhere, and people started liking it and listening to it and fucking talking about it, and it was its first. It was the first of everything I'd done, but it was also a time capsule. It was, like I said, I went through all the same awful shit at the same time, so all those songs were kind of because of that. But I'm not that fucking much of an emo person. For as much as those songs are about ex-girlfriends and everything else in the under the sun, like that's never what I ever wanted to be as a musician. It's just what I was doing. And then going forward, I was like, I don't want to sing about that shit anymore.
You're not that guy no more,
yeah.
dude.
And I think Godless from Useless and Dumb was more indicative of what I would be as a fucking musician, like writing something about anti-establishment, anti-religion, and fucking, all the shit that pisses me off about the world. I thought there was more value in that for me on a broader spectrum as a writer and just enjoying it and the life of a song.
You were one of the few people I know that came out and just straight up said, dude, I'm not religious.
Yeah.
I don't believe in none of this shit.
Yeah,
it states it right there in Godless.
Yeah, it was at an early age, man. At an early age, I discovered like
I respected that, dude, because I'm like, all right, I could fucking see what this guy. I could see this guy's pointing out the bullshit.
Yeah, it was funny having those conversations in high school because everyone in high school in general was either outspoken about being religious and Catholic or whatever the fuck it is, or didn't talk about the fact that they weren't really very religious or an atheist. And here I am being like, no, fuck you, fuck religion, I'm an atheist, I hate this concept, I hate the fucking whole idea. And everyone's like, oh my God, you can't say that.
Exactly.
And there it is. I still like that riff. The simplest fucking riff I ever wrote.
It's a fucking thumper. That's what I call it, thumper. It's a thumper, bro. It's like, gets you grooving, dude. Look at that, you're thumping right now, dude. There you go. You can't stop.
God damn.
That's evil Adam to me right there. That's evil Adam. That's fucking evil Adam, dude.
I revel sometimes in the simplicity of this shit. Like it's so funny because when you go back, I'm like, I'm now writing way more complicated shit, and I'm like, yeah, this is great. And then if I were to play this would probably get a better reaction still than.
Of course, dude. This is on a classic.
It's just simple and it fucking,
It's on a classic fucking album, dude. This is classic Hudson County right here, dude. I'm telling you, bro.
It's fucking crazy, man. But yeah, like this was more what I wanted to be. And this with a little bit of satire, a little bit of humor, mixed
But
in.
what when you went into Digital Stink though?
Digital Stink was
That was
like,
just like was your mind frame into writing new shit, or you just was like
I
you just wrote some shit and
it was just evolving like into where it was, and then I was really like some of the stuff you asked what got me into music and other stuff. One of the things that made me really get into music a lot was music from video games. Like I was always a big gamer, huge fucking nerd. Hence the
you got fucking tanks for
Mechagodzilla
you got
shirt.
tanks for playing though.
Yeah, the
You
Tanks
got
for
your
Playing
own your own
podcast,
out
video
there.
game podcast,
know?
So, like, I was always huge into gaming and gaming. I cared about gaming music so much and was so upset that I couldn't take it with me.
Okay.
Back then, there was no such thing as being able to walk into a store and buy, here's the album from fucking this TurboGrafx or Super Nintendo game or Genesis game. You couldn't do that.
there was no yet.
There's nothing. The closest you could get was listening to Green Jelly because they had a fucking song on Maximum
No
Carnage.
soundtracks like a motherfucker back then.
Nothing for video games. So, like, I wanted to make music for video games. Always wanted to, and was always inspired by them and influenced by them. So, Digital Stink, I started doing, like, a couple of, like, little covers and stuff of video game songs or stuff like it. Like, there's, like, a Degeneration X fucking thing in there. Before they had vocals on the song, I started recording this, and then they added vocals, and I was like, good, because my version is not going to have any of that shit. I don't want any of the vocals from the DX song. And, like, I was just having fun. And it was, like, a lot of that was, like, because MP3.com had already changed the way I looked at albums. Like, I'm not going to sit down and record an album. I'm going to just record whatever the fuck I want. And if it turns out to be an album, then so be it.
Exactly.
And Digital Stink was a play on words, because I used to work for a company called Digital Ink, as in the shit that comes out of a pen. And, the StarCraft music, holy shit.
But I mean, Digital Stink literally felt like it came out like a year later, like it was pre-planned.
It was about a year after Useless and Dumb, but I had been recording the stuff on Useless and Dumb for almost a year up to before it was released. So some of the stuff between Digital Stink and Useless and Dumb is like 2 years apart. You know what I mean? As far as when it was recorded. Because some of the things that I had put out on Useless and Dumb were originally written way before that and had been recorded 3 or 4 times before it was on Useless and Dumb.
Shit.
Because I had different ways of recording.
Can we get some B-sides and D-sides and E-sides?
if I find some of that stuff and it sounds good enough, I'll just fucking put it up there. Because now I can release whatever the fuck I want. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about hosting anything. It just automatically shows up in every store everywhere, which is great. It's like MP3.com Part 2. DistroKid, by the way, I don't get paid for anything. I wish I would. DistroKid, to me, is the best fucking thing in music right now. If you're a musician and you want to release your music to everyone everywhere,
No.
$19 a year?
That's nothing.
Like, unlimited. Unlimited tracks, unlimited albums.
That ain't shit.
And it'll be everywhere. Fucking no reason not to do it if you're a musician, honestly.
What's the name of that fucking site?
DistroKid.
DistroKid, motherfuckers. Go out there.
DistroKid.com. And I wish I remembered what the reference URL is so I can make some money off of it, but I don't know what it is, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the other cool thing. If you have friends that you don't want to tell them about it yet until you try it out, then you get a referral code, and then when they sign up for it, you get a little, little kick. But, oh my God, music's on iTunes, on fucking Google Play, and it all happens within a couple of days. Like, you upload all your shit, your album art, you get all your fucking rights. You can fucking upload cover songs.
Yeah.
And they will go and get the rights for you.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep. So let's say someone buys it on iTunes for $1.
Yeah.
They'll figure out what the percentage that is owed to the original artist, and they'll give them that, and you get whatever the rest is.
Fucking dope.
Yep. It's amazing.
You hear that? Yo, all you motherfuckers that love fucking Front of Dirty Pockets, I know you're all fucking band members. DistroKid, dude.
DistroKid is the shit. Like, it's honestly changed. It's why...
That's awesome right there. That's the whole cover
DistroKid
thing.
is the reason why I've actually been...
What was that? Poor cell phone.
That was the thing with the mics. The little thing with the headphones and volume levels.
Oh, fuck, man. Well, we're still rolling.
Yeah, I don't think it cut anything off. So, yeah, that's the main reason why I was like starting to remaster shit, like put out things because I found wave file versions of stuff and better versions of stuff that I could remaster and re-release and be like, fuck it. Here's a reason to release Useless and Dumb. Here's a reason I haven't done Digital Stink yet up on there because I had to figure out who the rights owners were for some of the songs that I did the little covers for. Once I do, then that's going to be up on there too. And any new stuff will be going through DistroKid, both for anything I release under my real name and under Evil Adam.
Okay. So now, what the fuck is what is this thing I bought here, man? The Death of Innocence.
The Death of Innocence.
What the fuck is this thing, bro? Is this your B-side rarity kind of thing?
No, The Death of Innocence was supposed to be a story, a theme album, one big story from song to song to song.
Okay.
But the key was that each song had to stand on its own as sounding like it's just a regular song. But when it's all together in order, it's a story of I don't want to say I abandoned it, but like I didn't finish.
So would this be like would this be like an official third album?
This is a concept album.
Album.
It was going to be the official third album only because the official third album never got released because I lost it. This would have been the fourth album.
Okay.
I still have to figure out what I'm doing with it because I have tracks that got corrupted. I have really bad luck with fucking, record. This is the problem with recording on computers is, some software is not that great.
No.
Some software, you'll have corruption issues with stuff or a piece of hardware changes. Sometimes upgrading is the worst thing in the world. If I could go back to what I was using to record Useless and Dumb stuff, as how dead simple that was, I would hate the way it sounded, but it'd be the easiest thing in the world to record on for me now because I used that for so long. But The Death of Innocence was supposed to be a concept album.
Okay.
About it was kind of about what I was going through at the time. but a fictionalized version, So a guy who gets fucked over and he's basically, the story starts off with him on death row for murder.
All right.
And it's like, there's that one song on there that's called it's got a ridiculously long title thanks to my cousin. So Joe, I sent him the song and I was like, what would you say is a name for this song? And he blurted out the fucking name of it.
But the only thing you can take
with you is... I think it's the only thing you can take with you is someone else along for the ride.
Fucking Joe, dude.
But that's exactly what the song was about.
Oh my god.
It was like, I fucking, not that this was my personal feelings. Like I said, it's a fictionalized version of inspired by the shit I was going through in real life. And the concept was that this guy was going to be fucking executed because he murdered other people. He murdered two people.
Okay.
Because they were two people that fucked him over. So, and he didn't care. He didn't care that he was about to be killed. Until he was about to be killed. So that song lyrically is from the perspective of someone that's on death row. And basically the switch is about to be flipped. And all of a sudden he's like, don't kill me. I'm not ready.
No.
And that's where the things were going to start. And then from there would be the rest of the story, kind of unveiling what happened to that guy, what happened in his life and everything. And but all the songs, I was pretty happy with some of it because it all kind of sounded like, they were individual songs. They sounded different from each other. But as a whole piece, it was a whole story. And then 2 or 3 of the songs I never got to finish because yet again another fucking hardware failure. And
well, I see there's one track on here. What the fuck made you fucking record Genie in a Bottle?
Oh, wait, that's on there? Well, that's
Well, it's on there because I put it on there.
That's going to be on the Jersey Devil. I still said yes. That's going to be on the Jersey Devil. So the Jersey Devil being the third album that never fucking came to be.
Yeah, all right. Let's fucking roll into this one because this is the fucking piece that I think fucking I and a lot of fucking you, a lot of fans have been waiting on.
Yeah.
What's the fucking scoop? What's the 411 with the 911 on fucking the Jersey Devil album, dude?
What's the 411 with the 311 and the 911, sir? So the Jersey Devil was the third album. Many people have heard many songs off of this because I released them little by little individually on MP3s on my website way back when before it disappeared as well. I had 2 catastrophic hard drive failures, which then removed all original tracks and masters out of my fucking hands, and I lost everything. This was both before, after, and during the live version of the band kind of fucking died, thanks to so many different shitty reasons that
We don't need to get into that
we're not
shit.
we're not getting into it.
No.
But the happy news is that last year around April, I was doing some post-moving cleaning and going through CDs and discs. I always like to look. I see blank stuff with no label on it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? If this is worth keeping, I'm keeping it. If it's not, I'm going to throw it out. I need to fucking declutter.
Exactly.
And I popped a blank in there, and the first thing that popped up is a song called Feeling Without Thinking. And I was like, okay, this must be one of those discs I burnt where I was just testing out to listen to the car. Because I would do those car mixes, you know?
Yeah.
That's how you really tell if the song sounds good or not. You take it into your fucking car with the CD and you play it. And then... Oh, my God.
Yo, can I get that disc before you leave so I can see how it sounds in my car?
So, I didn't pay attention to the fact that it said there were like 13 tracks on the disc.
What the fuck are you smoking, dude?
And I was like, okay, and I hit next, and I'm like, oh, this song.
What do you think? It's all coinky-dink?
Malignant Rumor. Oh, this song. Oh, shit, wait. Oh, my God. Each time I hit next, it was another song.
Got a fucking album on my hands
and I was
right
like,
here.
this is the whole album, minus 1 or 2 tracks at most. With some other shit, there's a little synth thing that I never released. There's like a couple of things on there that were never even uploaded. They're not great, but they were never uploaded to anyone. So when this gets released, this will be
fucking brand new.
Yeah, it's brand new to people. So I was like, okay, I can't believe I just fucking found this. And so I've been remastering it the last couple of months. A lot of fucked up shit's happened the last year or so since then, so it's made it hard for me to have a lot of time, but I also really want to have a good piece of album art to go with this.
Yeah.
Something that I can...
Well, it's the last remnants of your baby.
Yeah, exactly. So this, with a bunch of extra tracks, I think I might record a couple of new songs to throw on there for the fuck of it, or re-record some older songs for the fuck of it, just to have them on there.
Yeah.
Including Genie in the Bottles being remastered. I was toying with re-recording that from...
You know what you should do, too? What I make that motherfucker a vinyl.
Oh, God, no.
Make that motherfucker a vinyl release.
I can't do that.
Dude, make it a vinyl release, dude.
That's such a pain in the ass. That's such a pain in over-expensive ass.
I'd buy one.
But it won't sound good.
$25, bro. I'd buy one.
It was recorded digitally. There's no reason to be on vinyl.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, God, no.
Doesn't matter.
I just can't. I couldn't do that to people. I couldn't do that to myself. It's...
You're not being fucking evil Adam here, man. What are you, nice Adam?
Yeah, sometimes. We grow, man. We grow and we change, right? You hope. But yeah, so
legitimately, how many fucking tracks do you have now?
I think right now it's up to 15.
Fucking awesome, dude.
I'm going to try to load it up as much. There's no reason. The only reason why I'm waiting is because I want the art to just be
15
perfect.
Tracks. I know I have 2. So that's like fucking 13 other tracks I have never fucking heard of.
I'm sure you've heard some of them. I'm sure you have. You may have just not been able to find them again because a lot of them have been lost.
I remember there was this one track, we were outside of Love Saxies, and I think we were just at a sour show or some shit. And you popped up in your car and you were like, yo, I got some new fucking Evil Adam shit. And it was like some song that sounded like bubbles popping and shit. And Urelli was like, I want to do a snorkel dive when I play this on bass. And I'm like, what the fuck? I would love to hear that snorkel dive song. It's like sounded like bubbles popping in the background.
What the fuck?
And Urelli was like, I want to do a snorkel dive while I play bass. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
have no idea what that would have been.
I don't know. That's you. You were saying that was on the Jersey Devil album. You brought it over it on an MP3, like a fucking the mini disc fucking shit.
Oh.
You popped it in a fucking somebody's car outside. And
There's
just
one song
going
I have
through tunes.
to record from scratch because I remember all of it, and it was one of my favorite songs I was ever writing, but I had no lyrics to it yet. So that'll be both new and old at the same time. That's gonna be weird. But the thing was, Urelli was writing a bass part for that, and it was super fucking crazy. So it kind of sucks that that's not gonna happen. But but I'll just write an Evil Adam bass line to it, as it is.
Hey man.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot on that.
So fucking basically, what do you think the timeline is?
I'm hoping the next couple of months. It might turn out to be that it won't be till summertime, but
2019.
2019 for sure, 100%.
Definitely.
Art's almost already done.
Okay.
My friend Ruth is working on it. She
Ruth,
just on a.
Hurry the fuck up, man. We've been fucking waiting 13, 14 years for this
She
shit.
pretty much has it done. She's just waiting on me to tell her that it's done. She sent me some.
Renee, this is the album cover you want.
Yeah, I'll show you when we're done recording this. I'll show you on my phone
All
with the preliminary stuff, and it's pretty fucking cool because it looks like Jersey City. It looks
awesome.
like Jersey City to me when she showed me what it was. Because I had some ideas. I was like, here's some ideas I have. Run with whatever you think is cool.
No.
And she did. She took it in a completely different, awesome direction, and I dig it. And I think that's going to be I think that's going to be the way it's going to go. It's simple. It's just, I think it's just a cool imagery for Jersey City music. You know what I mean? Like it looks like something over here, especially with like a dilapidated, broken fucking building. So.
So now, just say like this though, man. Like fucking, if this album starts popping like a fucking Pop-Tart, would you fucking be willing to bring Evil Adam back for a fucking hot second?
I'm never not willing. I'm never not willing to bring Evil Adam back. The problem is finding people who want to play someone else's music. That's not easy to find anymore unless they're a hired gun and I don't have fucking money.
I'll tell you this though, man. I'll tell you this. I'll throw my name in the hat. I don't mind playing other people's shit. if I could play some Evil Adam fucking tunes live, dude, I'd be fucking down, bro.
It's a hard fucking cookie to crack, man. It's like really hard to get a whole band together. That's the tough part. It's like finding fucking 4 other people that want to play this music, and it's not. I haven't been searching that much the last few years because I've been concentrating on other projects.
You just bring them in and be like, look, I just want you to play it. There's no say. You want to play it? Yeah, sure. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but that shit doesn't last. You know what I mean? When you
you only want it for a hot minute.
I heard people. The funny thing is, like, I played in other bands where people knew of me because of Evil Adam or heard my name through the grapevine, and they were like, it's funny. I always heard so many bad things about you, that you were such an asshole and you were hard to play music with, and like, but you've been taking every suggestion, and like, you're so easygoing. What the fuck was the problem? I was like, I don't know, but everyone doesn't like playing other people's music that much. So
No.
I don't care. Like, if you need me you wrote a song and you want me to play a specific way, I'm down because that's how I am.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, when I write a song, I want it to be played a specific way because that's how it was recorded or written. And if the song is the type of song where you can just fucking go nuts and do whatever you want, there's also that too, but it depends on the song. Like, the song is the song, right?
Exactly.
If we're doing blues, that's a different story. It's half of blues is fucking improvisation. But this is like,
Well, you gotta. If the song is written, dude, play it as it's written.
yeah, just fucking, there's not a jam band necessarily.
You know?
So it's really dependent on the song for me more than anything else. Not so much me or whatever. But yeah, that was the issue. I think that, like, especially as a younger person, like, hey, that's not the way this bass part goes. It goes a little bit more like this. Okay, that's what I was doing. No, you're waiting like a half note. And I'm very particular about timing. Like, timing for me is everything. And I didn't know that about me. You know what I mean? Like,
You figure it out.
I figured that out as years went on when people were like, dude, why does it come in like this? That's such a weird place for it to come in. Like, that's where it is. And I didn't realize that the way that I do rhythm or whatever is very, like, fucking tight and very specific. And so, giving someone directions or telling someone this is how it's supposed to be can come off like a total fucking arrogant piece of shit, because I didn't understand that what I did was a little bit different from what other people are used to playing.
You didn't do the norm.
I didn't do the norm. And they're very basic fucking songs, most of them. They're very simple sounding. But when you play them rhythm-wise, sometimes there's a little something to it that's a little odd because it's very tight or very static, kind of staccato kind of.
Like Austin Creed says, you got to keep it tight.
Yes, always keep it tight. Yeah, I think that was part of the issues that I had, and like I think that maybe gave me a shittier reputation.
Don't even fucking stress it, dude. You put out that fucking album, and you let that shit fucking ride like a dragon, dude.
But, it's going to be fun just to have it out there and see people's reactions to stuff they haven't heard in years or never heard at all. And it's just going to be... It's like the biggest fucking release of
It's going to be your summer blockbuster.
It's going to be the biggest release of musical blue balls I've ever had. It's just going to be... it's going to be out there finally after fucking 10, 12 years of waiting for this shit.
Nah.
No, actually, no. Holy shit, 2004? We're 15 years, dude. We're like...
We got to let it out.
It's 15 years since some of these songs have,
Dude, it's got to go. It's got to go out there now already.
It's got to happen. So... And I don't have to say remastered because it's never been released before. This is the first time the shit's coming out. So I'm really excited. I'm happy.
I'm fucking happy. I want to fucking hear this cocksucker.
I want it to be done, and then I can move forward and start writing new music. That's going to be the fucking best part because...
It's like, God damn, dude.
Is that anything I do after this, I probably won't do albums anymore. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
I mean, to me, this is Evil Adam's fucking farewell swan song.
I guess.
Like if you really
I'm
look
still
at it,
alive, dude.
But I'm saying, but you're doing other projects and shit,
Yeah.
and this and that. This is the fucking fucking
because
fucking swan song.
Here's the sad part: Martin was learning some of these songs to play live. Like we were getting together with Martin and to play this shit live, and then he died, and that was it. That was the end of pretty much Evil Adam as a live entity at that point, because we were gearing up to and the last time we played was 2005, I think it was for Nelson's.
What was it? 2 days ago was almost 11 years.
Yeah.
2 days ago was 11 years.
Shit, man.
He's buried like 5 blocks from here.
Yeah, the Arlington Cemetery.
Yeah, he's buried 5 blocks from the dungeon. Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, man.
Go over there once in a while.
That changed so much. Losing him changed so much for everybody, and like, it really stopped us. We didn't have another drummer around really that wanted to do it or was going to do it and everything else. So it was like, it sucked, man.
Yeah,
it sucked. It sucked for so many different reasons, but losing him as a friend was the fucking hardest thing I had to deal with in forever. And then since then, it's been so many other losses. Like, it's just so much going on.
It blew the wind out of everything, bro.
Yeah, it really changed a lot because he was like, he didn't realize he was like a fucking glue that connected so many people, and in weird ways too.
He was a cool dude, bro. I don't understand. Awesome. I really, I don't understand how he didn't realize he was a cool dude. Very cool dude, man.
It's that's just the shittiness of fucking mental illness, man. That's just the way it is. When depression is a fucking killer. Literally.
I mean, what killed me? It was like, man, from fucking 05 to 07, dude, I lost so many fucking friends.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I couldn't take. I could screw numb.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just numb to this fucking shit, dude.
Dude, the last 14 years have been impossible. They've been impossible. So many fucking deaths and from friends in Jersey City, from friends outside of Jersey City, friends in music.
Yeah.
Just a lot of fucking loss, and it's crazy because so much of it has been depression and suicide. Like it's a large portion of it.
I mean, I can dig. I can like, I'm not saying dig. I'm fucking just the way I talk, but I mean, I can understand depression. I get depressed, whatever. Everybody gets depressed, Everybody has, fucking, some things they gotta cope with, but I can't picture like, I can never think about ending.
What the thing is,
song,
like, I would never. I can't. It doesn't. My brain doesn't compute how that works.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But I understand it. I understand it only because I know not to try to make sense of something that they can't make sense of. The reason why it happens is because they can't control it. You know what I mean? It's not something that they have a choice in. It's like I don't have a choice in fucking sucking at breathing. You know, like there's a lot of things we have choice in. There's a lot of things we don't. There's a lot of things we don't. I was having this explanation to someone the other day that this is gonna make. I want to lighten this up a little bit,
please,
and also realize how much of a shitty human being I am at the same time. So, I have a hard time not laughing when I hear a deaf person talk. There's something about that voice, the way that they talk. Generally, they have a speech impediment.
Yeah.
And I don't want. It's not that I find them being deaf funny or anything like that, but the sound of that voice is just a reaction that I cannot help. And every time I hear it, I want to fucking laugh.
Yeah.
I don't choose that reaction.
It's just fucking.
It's the fucking reaction I have. There's a difference. If I sit here and start making fun of people with disabilities because I'm an asshole, that's one thing. If something makes me laugh as an initial reaction to it because I'm not thinking about it, it just happens, that's your reaction. That's just inborn. You can't help your initial reflex, right?
Exactly.
What counts is what you do after that and how you approach the situation. Unfortunately for people with depression and stuff like that, severe depression that makes them want to commit suicide, they do not have a way to stop themselves from feeling that, which is why they go that far.
No.
You know what I mean? It's not like they chose to want to die, right? Like, who chooses most of your feeling? You don't choose your feelings or emotions, do you?
No.
You can only power yourself out of that, usually. And that's the tough part, and that's why we've been dealing with so much. They don't know how to fucking deal with this shit. What do? They give them medications that make them want to kill themselves even more.
Basically.
Right? Like that the fucking, this wonderful medication will stop you from committing suicide. Side effect warning, it will make you commit suicide.
Exactly,
like,
dude.
Like, what the fuck, you know?
Straight fucking bullshit. That's all their fucking shit. There's not a fucking medicine out there that doesn't have a side effect on it.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, it took me a long time to realize that. I used to, when some of the people we knew fucking committed suicide, the first thing I felt was anger towards them. You fucking asshole. How could you do this? You're selfish. And then as time went on, we started to learn more about what makes them do that shit. And I'm like, oh, they couldn't help it. They couldn't help it. And I've had more loss with suicide since then. And I realized, like, all it does is make me feel more sad for them and more sad that I couldn't do anything to help them. And even worse, that even if I wanted to or tried to do something for the help them,
you could do.
there was nothing I could do. So let's get the fuck out of this depression hole. Let's talk about something else.
All right, man. Yo, this is really, all right. We're going to go fucking right now, dude. We're going to play one track that I found off fucking YouTube.
Oh, my God.
I found this off of YouTube. And let me get this fucking jam right here. We're going to pause that right there. This is a fucking jam I found off of fucking YouTube, bro. And I hope none of you motherfuckers ever had to go through it, but if you do, it's fucking life. It's La Vida, motherfuckers. This is the Rejection song. motherfuckers out there just got to fucking indulge.
Those drums come back.
Oh, you motherfuckers just got to indulge on the fucking Rejection song. Now,
Yeah. I had a lot of parody sounding titles, I realized.
that fucking song right there, that's one of the ones that was leaked.
Well, I mean, I had that up online for a bit. We used to play that song live, but it was never in a, I don't know. It just never got. It was part of the fucking the dirge of shitty computer components.
Now, what the fuck is this? We're gonna jump in. This is our fucking farewell to Evil Adam until the fucking CD comes out, 2019. Pray to the fucking devil that it comes out this year. You know, but you sent me something called the Xmas.
So Xmas, all right. This was the last hurrah of emo fucking lyrical songs, except that it was done on purpose, specifically because of Useless and Dumb and the shitty ending to a relationship that I had just had. So I had a catastrophic blowout with an ex-girlfriend on Christmas.
Oh, shit.
And the next day I got this huge email or like some shit from her. And I remember somewhere in there, she said, "You ruined Christmas."
You're a Grinch?
And I was like, really? That's the fucking, of all the things that went down and how horrible the fucking ending was of our relationship, I ruined Christmas?
You're a Grinch, dude.
Consider the fact that, like, the reason we broke up was because of shit she was doing, number one.
All right.
But I was like, I can't trust you anymore. I'm done. Like,
But you ruined Christmas.
But you ruined Christmas. And I was like, I was sitting at home and I'm like, I gotta write a song about this. This is too fucking funny.
you should have just held it in for Christmas so you wouldn't ruin Christmas.
That's why it's called X-Mess.
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
Because it was a play on words. It was the mess from my ex-girlfriend, but it was also X-Mess as an X-Mass. Whatever. Puns, wordplay, as I always stupidly have done. But I fucking love the riff in this. This is one of those songs that, like, to this day, when I hear it, I'm still proud of. Like, I still like the sound of this song. I still like the riffs of this song. And this has always been one of my favorite Evil Adam songs that I wrote. And I remastered it. It's on the Jersey Devil remasters. It's one of the ones that is done. So I was like, fuck it. Let's debut it on the show. Let's have it, and so that you have something special to commemorate and put on the show. This is the first time people get to hear the remaster of X-Mess, which was recorded fucking so many years ago.
So this is it, motherfuckers. Yo, this is fucking X-Mess. This is it. This is the last we'll talk about. We're not talking about Evil Adam no more until fucking it comes out in summer of 2019.
Yeah.
So this is it. Fucking suck it in, bro. Indulge it. Fucking group it. Jump on it. Do whatever the fuck you want.
X-Mess.
Motherfuckers.
So sorry, what was I thinking? I must have been drunk without drinking to believe that we could maintain a relationship built on past
Holy fucking shit, dude. So you ruined Christmas.
But that song is so fucking funny to me. If you look at the lyrics while listening to that song, you realize how much of it is really fucking kind of just making fun of the whole situation.
So now...
But I was super proud of that song. And the funny thing about this is that she, like, down the line, she wound up hearing the song after the breakup, and she sent me a message, and she said, I was so upset that you put out a song like this, and then she's like, and then I heard it, and it's really fucking good. So she's like, if I was in any way responsible for, like, this song being fucking...
What a fucking cunt taking credit. What a cunt taking credit.
She's like, I'm so happy that the song was so good. And I was like, thank you. Like,
You know what, cunt? Dee Rotten says you get no fucking credit. You get no credit, bro. Jesus fucking Christ.
So yeah, that's X-Mess. That's one of the ones off of the Jersey Devil. The remaster, I actually hear a lot of the... this is the first time I'm hearing the remaster in headphones that aren't mine.
No.
So it was cool to hear that I could actually hear like some of the vocal harmonies and other stuff a little bit better than I used to. So the remaster worked.
It's pretty fucking good, dude, man. That was a good fucking track, dude.
Thank you.
Seriously. But I want to go to this now.
So that's it. Evil Adam's done.
That's it. Fucking Evil Adam. And until you put it back together and have me on second guitar and Izzy on the other guitar, Evil Adam's done.
It's gonna be tough to get Izzy to do anything right now. He's fucking.
He's locking motherfuckers up.
Yeah, he's working at fucking. He's a popo, man. He's working.
All right, Izzy, I'm gonna take your spot, dude, and play it the right way, righty.
Oh, we're all so old now.
So what the fuck? Hey, I'm old, bro. I can still fucking rock a show. I see her a show.
A show, just the one show.
Because after that show, I'm gonna be icing the fuck up for a few
Oh my god,
months.
it's rough, man. I played 2 shows in the last 2 weeks with Rene Zaius, and like I'm still tired from them.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you pull that shit off, dude.
Rene Zaius is the current.
Who the fuck are these monkey motherfuckers?
So Rene Zaius is if you don't already know, when you hear the word Zaius, which is a reference to Planet of the Apes, Dr. Zaius. So we're a fictionalized kind of thematic band. We're supposed to be from the world of the Planet of the Apes, and
Okay.
So we wear ape masks and shit and go up on stage and
Really? No, I thought it was just a bunch of fucking apes. I just thought you guys, were managers.
No. We're fucking like, this is like fully like, we're here from the future to save
I love
mankind.
that. I love it, dude. It's fucking awesome.
And so it's like, I started wearing masks with them. At first I wasn't, because it was just really hard to sing through it and it sounds muffled. But we're getting shit better, so that way it's easier for me to be understood with a mask on. But I played the last 2 shows without a mask because I was just receiving the news about my dad fighting brain cancer, so I wasn't really up to the whole shtick.
No.
And
nobody is a fucking head shit, dude.
yeah, it was like I couldn't fucking deal with it. So I was like, guys, I'm gonna perform, but I'm just gonna not wear the masks for now until I feel more up to it. So the next few shows that we're gonna book, I should be full on back with fucking masks and makeup and shit with them.
How's your pops pulling through?
So, as good as can be, I guess, when you have a fucking giant brain tumor removed. He's walking around again. He's talking almost like his own self. But the tough part is going to be fighting the cancer with, chemo and radiation therapy and what that's going to do to him. And I have a lot of faith in my dad, his strength as a person, and physically and mentally.
Cancer's a piece. I lost my brother when I was 11 years old to cancer.
Damn, man, I'm sorry.
It's bullshit, dude.
Yeah, it's awful.
A piece of shit.
It's awful. It's fuck cancer. Fuck
Seriously.
fuck cancer.
Fuck them.
But it's a hard one, man, because it's, seeing someone so smart and so physically capable all of a sudden fucking, slowed down and tired and in pain and just having a hard time moving and stuff. It's really, when a person becomes the opposite of who they've been their entire life, it's really hard to watch.
Yeah.
Especially when it's your parent, when it's your dad.
That's the hardest fucking part right there.
And, I know a lot of people have a lot of issues with family or like they have a hard time with their parents. Well, not me. I was lucky, very, very lucky. 2 fantastic, loving parents that, did everything they could to make us happy. And even if they told me I shouldn't be in bands because of drugs and whatever else, they supported me once I was, not doing drugs, but, bands. So, but, so it's, it's hard, man. I love my dad a lot. And I was thankfully able to go see him last week and spend time with them right before he got his surgery. And I'm glad to hear he's doing a lot better, but, the fight is not even anywhere near over, and the hardest parts are yet to come. But
it's fucking sad. Dude. Cancer's a fucking...
Yeah. I mean, it made me play those shows even more. You know what I mean? It made me want to play those shows even more because, number one, I wanted to get on stage and fucking get that aggression out and get that steam off. But at the same time, my dad plays music, and he's supported me in music ever since I started actually playing. It's funny. It's funny how that turned about. It's like, they said, hey, we're going to get you these instruments or whatever, but we don't really want you playing because, it's not going to be good, and you should always have a real career and all this other stuff to fall back on. It's hard to make it in music, blah, 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 blah. The minute I started releasing music, the first people that bought my albums were my parents. They don't have to. I obviously just give it to them. No. My father, when he found that I was releasing new stuff online, he immediately would go onto Bandcamp and fucking buy it. Just buy it. Like, he knows I would just give it to him. No, he wants to support the son, and still bought it outright. Yeah. So, that's the kind of love. It sounds trivial to some people, but you don't understand how much that impacts someone. When your parents actually support you in your music, it's everything. Most parents fucking turn their nose up at their kids doing anything that isn't, a huge money-making job or whatever else. And they didn't say, like, hey, whatever you want to do, we're going to fucking pay for you to have a tour. Like, no, because they weren't stupid. My parents aren't stupid. That'd be silly. Like, I see when parents would do that shit and we play with bands and they have, like, these parents are renting U-Hauls to bring all this stuff for their 13-year-old kids to play shitty songs. And I'm like, why are you spending all this money? I know you love your kids, but none of those bands ever made it. They never went to do on anything. You just wasted a whole lot of money. Let them nurture themselves and learn.
You're going to sit there and fucking tell them, you cock motherfuckers, you know how much I spent on you?
I spent $7,000 on your last show. Well, that was stupid. You were playing at the Cove.
Well, how Jane Jubilee.
like, why would you do that? Why would you like? There's a certain amount where it's like you love your kids who are playing music and support them by going to the show, by not telling them not to play, but don't support them by spending thousands of dollars on their shit because it doesn't make sense. Let them look. The hardest adversity makes musicians, right? Like, would you say that? Like, I would say that the struggle to make it is what weeds out the people who don't want to fucking make it.
Exactly.
Like, that's what's kept people in it. And like, I've always had some sort of project going on, no matter what. And sometimes those projects died within a couple of months or a couple of years.
You know what? Like I told one person, dude. I mean, I fucking sat there and I told fucking Rob, like, we talk about music and shit. And I told him, I was like, look, everybody talks about, like, I'm going to quit this. And I was like, dude, you must do it because that's what you do.
That's what you are. That's who you are. It's in your identity. It's in your fiber.
You're going to do it until the day you fucking die. No matter how many times you say you're going to quit it, it's what you do.
I can't quit it. Here's the thing. I would be a smarter person if I quit music. I would.
You'd save a lot of money.
I'd save a lot of money, a lot of anguish. I wouldn't be disappointed at anything. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't miss shit. You know what I mean? I would have so much more space at home. I'd sell so many things. I'd be an infinitely smarter person if I said, fuck this, I'm done. But I would be miserable, and I wouldn't be the human being that I am. I'd be a different person. Yeah. I can't. It's not in me to not play music. And even if I put down an instrument for years, like...
Can we say stockbroker evil Adam?
Well, it's funny you say that.
Do we have stock?
I have stocks, but there's there's some fucking app that gives you a free stock if you sign up for it. So I did. I was like, oh, this is fun. I could do this, and I learned that I'm actually pretty good at trading stocks. I learned that I know how to do this shit. I just don't want to. There's not a part of me that wants to do that ever. It's not something that you know what I mean.
Nah.
Like we all have things that we like. I hope that we all do. Because I've met some people that I'm like, oh, what's your passion? What? Do you like to do anything? Like to write, draw, music, anything?
Wipe your
dance?
ass.
Nah, not really. Haven't you ever wanted to do something so bad? Haven't you ever, like, as a kid, been like, you know what? That's what I want to do. Nah, not really. I'm like, so what do you do? What do you do? I just, spend time with my wife or my husband or my dog or my cat. And that's it, just
fucking
chill.
life, man.
Like, what the fuck? How do you get up and, like, enjoy the day? What do you
Cheers
do?
to you fucking
Yeah.
cabrones.
Dude, I'll never forget. I was on fucking OkCupid, right? Like, fucking just like, fuck it, let me go on some dates or whatever. And this girl messages me, and she's super cute, super talented, can fucking, like make full, incredible costumes, like, amazing makeup work. I was like, holy shit, you're super talented. Thank you. So what do you do? And I was like, oh, I'm a musician. I was just like, oh, okay. Like just that. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, what you do is like amazing. I think your makeup work is fine. Oh, thank you so much. She's like, I hope this doesn't bother you too much, but I'm just not really into music. And I was like, well, you don't have to be like into being a musician. Right? She's like, no. I don't even really listen to music.
Dude, everybody listens to music.
And I was like, oh shit.
It's like, what the fuck?
This woman is a serial killer. Like I was I was like, who doesn't listen to... Wait, you mean you have no preferences? Because I know plenty of people like, whatever's on the radio. That's fine. It's not good.
Nah.
But at least you're listening to something and you have some cognizance of what sounds good. Because
Exactly.
as much as I want to rag on fucking pop music or whatever, it's popular for a reason, right? Like, that's what people want to hear at the moment, or some people like it. So
Yeah.
I can't hate on that completely. But not even that. I don't really like music. I don't really care. Music doesn't really do anything for me. Every time I hear music, I wonder why people care. And I was like, oh no, this is going nowhere. Because if that's how you feel about music, I'd hate to think about what you feel about everything else. Like, what the fuck? How does that work? If your brain can't comprehend sounds to the point where it catches you,
So what was her interest?
just fucking video games and movies and stuff, which is fine and great, and I love all
But then
that.
you have to like music if you like fucking video games.
Right. How does that not stick out to you that when you hear Super Mario music, you know exactly what it is?
Yeah.
She said she couldn't really differentiate a lot of songs when she heard them.
boop,
I'm like,
boop,
what
boop,
kind of
boop,
weird
boop, boop.
mental fucking... Like, I'm not going to come down on someone for something they can't control, but I was immediately like, oh
Dude.
my God,
Dude.
I can't even grasp the conversation with you. You know?
Dude.
How do you do that? That's crazy, right? Like, I was like, holy shit, you can't like music?
What
You
was
can't
it?
even like music.
Before I even listen to music, my first thing is fucking like Gallagher. Do 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 do. Bam 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 bam. That was music to me.
Like all that shit, and even the sounds from like playing Joust on the arcade when I was a kid, which wasn't super musical, but those sounds, they resonate with. If I hear them now, I get happy.
Yeah.
That's what music is to me. Sounds that make you happy. Period. That's all it is. Doesn't matter what order they're in, what type of fucking music it is. If it makes you feel something, especially feeling happy,
You know what?
That's everything. You
You
know.
know what, Evil Adam? Fuck this cunt. How the fuck did you meet Rain of fucking Zaius, dude?
Reign of Zaius. So that's a fucking hilarious story.
Because
actually.
this is to me like
It
you're
came
going
out of left field,
you're
right?
going out of your bubble, dude. You're like in a band from like New York City, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
I've been in a few different bands with people from New York and stuff, but this was the first one where it was like a
You're
complete
playing fucking shows with these motherfuckers.
a complete set of strangers in New York. And it was like 2 years ago, one of my friends and I talked about doing a Planet of the Apes band, or 2 or 3 years ago. And he put up a thing on Craigslist, and it was going to be like a Planet of the Apes theme band with like surf guitar shit and whatever. And he got a bunch of responses, and then him and I, like, he moved further away, so we just never got a chance to make this actually happen.
Okay.
And then out of nowhere, I get a message from people on Bandmix. And they're like, hey, we heard your vocals on some of your solo stuff, and we really like it. We think you fit perfectly with us. We're trying to do a band that's kind of, it's not really doomy, but it's kind of like a Sabbath-y, 80s, 90s metal style band. with lyrics that are focused on movies, especially Planet of the Apes, RoboCop, Evil Dead, and they just rattle off all these.
What did they read your whole bio, dude?
Yeah, exactly, right? They mention every single fucking movie I've ever loved, and I was like, yes? I was like, you send me songs and we'll fucking meet up. So they sent me songs with one of their old vocalists, and I gotta say, I was not super...
Was that from their 2016 EP?
I think so, yeah. So I heard some of it, and I wasn't crazy about it. I was like, I'm like, all right, this could be fun. And then, like, I got into the studio with them, learned some of the lyrics, and I oh my God. So, like, some of the melodies were just my own, style of doing it, and they were like super happy with it. They were happy with the changes I made, and I was happy because I was afraid that like maybe I couldn't make these changes and they weren't going to be cool about it because like it's their songs already, and I'm coming in to sing them with them.
Well, this is crazy, dude. You're actually in a fucking band from out of state. This is nuts.
Yeah, and it. I mean, they have a good following. Like they have a good fan base, and they know what the fuck they're doing. They're really good musicians. They're fun people. I'm gonna probably, if we can, down the line when we have some recorded material, I want to come in with one or two of them.
Oh, dude, I would love to fucking have those cocksuckers on here.
Yeah,
and don't take offense when I say cocksuckers.
You mean that with love? You know?
That's a love cocksuckers.
Listen, I've never heard of a cocksucker I didn't want to meet because if you're sucking cock, I'm there.
Well, you know what though? I want to play a track from you guys.
All right.
I got a live track. It's called Church of the Bomb.
Oh, the live track with me on it? Yeah.
Yes.
Keep in mind, this is not a professional recording. The vocals are going to be a bit muffled.
Hey,
I may
man.
not have remembered all the lyrics. That's why it's live. And I had a mask on, so it was very fucking crazy. But yeah, this is one of the...
Hey, Oz, you going to be able to pull this up if I put this on? That's a fucking go. That's a go from Oz. He said fangul.
Cool. So Church of the Bomb is a song that takes place in the world of the Planet of the Apes, and it's us basically letting people know
Wait,
that...
Mark Wahlberg, Planet of the Apes?
No, original 60s, 70s Planet of the Apes, the good stuff. The second Planet of the Apes movie has these mutants that live underground, and they worship a bomb.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So this is all from the Church of the Bomb.
Well, Charleston Heston was in that motherfucker for like 5 seconds?
Yeah. Before fake Heston came in to replace him.
Sold the whole movie on Charleston Heston's coming back.
Goddamn dirty apes.
You damn dirty. So, Oz, we're going to be able to do this, right? All right, man. Yo, this is fucking Church of the Bomb. Wow, this was actually performed in Hank's Saloon.
Yeah.
On November 3rd, 2018. So this is fucking recent.
This is very recent, yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to fucking... we're going to rock the shit Oz style over here.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll get Oz behind the curtain. Maybe one day. We'll see how that works.
We're down to our last psalm from the book of the lawgiver. I want to thank the nuclears, the underwires, and... What? I know it's Growler. I was confused. I thought it was like Howler, like the Howler monkeys, but that's just our shit,
You blew it up! Damn you! God damn you! Oh, hell!
insignificant planet is now dead.
That was fucking awesome.
So yeah, but after that, it's like the fucking bomb explodes and we have a fog machine go off, so it looks like there's smoke or whatever.
All right.
And then everybody's dead.
Well, I'm not trying to cut this time. We've been going on for 2 hours here.
Yeah, man.
And there's a lot of other bands I'd love to talk to you that you're in. But you know what, man? I'm going to talk about you about Dee Rotten's a little drunk here, motherfuckers. That usually happens. But I want to actually talk to you about a band that you're actually, you know, it's relevant, not the unrelevant ones. You know, what's up with the
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant, unrelevant. These motherfuckers know what I'm talking about, bro. It's this Evil Deeds band that you're playing bass for.
Yeah, so Evil Deeds is we've been on a long break.
Super hiatus, dude. I've noticed.
We all had tons of fucked up personal shit. Not between each other and the bands, but personally, individually. Lots of, bad things.
Well, you got what?
happening.
Dr. Chaos in the band.
Yeah, so he's dealt with a whole bunch of shit. He's lost family members and has personal health issues.
And you got Evil Lynn.
Evil Lynn had fucking a tremendous catastrophic problem with her house, like almost crumbling and shit, like crazy
damn,
shit. Our drummer's wife's health was doing really bad.
So that's why you guys haven't been around. Like you did, we did that one show and it just seemed like poof.
We did two really good shows and then we just couldn't. We just stopped. And the thing is, we didn't break up. It just was like none of us could really commit. And it's also, I have to go out to the Bronx to play with them, so it's
Boogie Down.
Yeah, it's a far.
God
it's
damn.
far, dude. It's a commitment.
Are they all from the Boogie Down?
No, only one of them is. But now
You're the only one from New Jersey.
now Chaos is living out there now too. So he was originally in Jersey City, like he's
Oh shit.
But now he's out there too. So I'm the only one here, and it's like it's a trek, man. It takes almost 2 hours to get there just to play. So I'm gonna have to figure out when we can have time where I can go over there and probably stay over and maybe practice again the next day and then fucking go home. Like that's gonna be how it has to be.
God damn.
So we're probably
Pack
gonna be
a
concentrating
PB&J or something.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, what I told them, I was like, listen, if we're going to do this, then what we need to do is the next couple of rehearsals need to also double as recording.
That would be smart. Yeah.
Start doing is make a whole day out of it. Start getting some recordings done and shit, and then fucking get back to playing shows. Because listen, man, the last two shows
and throw some arroz con tules in that motherfucker, bro. With some.
Yeah, it went over well. The two shows we played went over really well. And
I saw the little clip. You only put up on your clip, man. I'm like, man, you teasing me, bro.
It sounded good, right?
I'm like, why are you teasing us, man?
Yeah.
Put up a fucking whole song or something.
It's a full band. I'm the least talented person in the band.
Please answer me that question. Why are they teasing us, bro?
We just need some better quality. We need some full songs recorded at a
But I'm
decent
saying, though,
quality.
the live videos, man, why are they teasing us, man?
Because that's all I was recorded. It was
God
off of
damn
someone
it.
recorded like 40 seconds off of their
What
phone,
the
and that's all we
fuck,
got.
man?
That's all we got.
What the fuck?
You know what happened? Here's the thing. I say this. If no one recorded a set, they were enjoying themselves so much they didn't think to pull out the camera and record the fucking thing. Right? Damn. Like, that's where I'm going to go with it.
That's all right. I accept that. I'll take that. I'm
going to go with that. That's what I'm going to go with.
Dungeon, that's what we're feeding you right now,
Yeah.
bro.
If videos of shows don't exist, it doesn't mean they were bad. It means they were so good, people were so blown away that they didn't remember to pull out a fucking camera.
Damn.
That's how good it was.
Or Ron says, damn.
Damn. So yeah, but now we're gonna be getting back together soon. I just had the tremendous fucking shit going on with my dad. Unfortunately, hopefully things turn out well. I mean, the odds are not great, but really, really hoping he pulls through because he's a strong person. And
Word up.
so that's really a big factor right now for me in music. It's making me want to play music and record music even more. The one that I'm really the most, honestly, I hate to say this, I love Rene Zaius and I love Evil Deeds. But the one I'm most excited to unveil, because these bands have all played live. people have seen them. If you wanted to come see us, there's the initial unveiling of those bands has really happened already. So there's stuff out there for people to see or hear. But Pellagra is the one that I'm really fucking.
I really didn't think you were gonna say that one. I thought I got that we're gonna go back to Evil Adam.
No, Pellagra is
Really?
Pellagra is me on vocals and guitar, my friend Lisa on bass, and my friend Mike on drums.
Is this like Evil Adam fucking?
It's like the next generation. Like it really is. It's fucking.
This is your Beast Wars.
This is my. Yeah, it's different though. It's different, but it's my riffing. It's my riffing.
All right.
Rewrite songs.
But your riffing's always Evil Adam. You are Evil Adam, dude.
It's me being more conscious of it though. Me playing more leads and solos too, but not to a point that's obnoxious and boring. And I always have a thing where it's like if either got to be completely abstract or very very fucking harmonic. So harmony.
Is there a bitch out there named Harmony?
Hey, you knock out the bitch, then you take harmony. So it's like.
Oh shit.
So this is one of those like the distortion that I have. I'm using pretty much the same distortion on every song because I like it so much. It's this giant wall of disgusting fuzz. It's like this big
you got a fuzz buzz. You got a big muff?
So it's I don't want to give it away. But it's a it's like
it's not a big muff, folks. Not a big muff.
After I found this sound, I was like, I don't really I hope no one ever buys this pedal.
What are you gonna put the pedal in a fucking box and just have the
dude? No, it's because it's the most. I'll tell you what it is and show you when we're done with this. Not that like it even matters. It's just I love secrets. Sometimes I love a good best kept
nothing
secret.
Wrong with Christmas, dude.
But but it's like it's one of those things that like I was not expecting this pedal to be what it was when I saw it. I was like, I'm gonna try that out, and it even has this stupid name that's
Chris. Remember Tube King?
Tube King.
Tube King.
This is it has a name that completely fuck it. It's the French Toast from Den Electro.
What the fuck?
The French. I have to say because it's so ridiculous that I have to say it. The pedal is called the French Toast.
It's the breakfast of all pedals.
So I saw this pedal in a store. This literally is the origination of this fucking band. I saw this pedal in a store, and I was like, "What's that?" And it was like, "Oh, haven't had a chance to test it out." This is over here in downtown, fucking Jersey City.
You're talking about fucking Metropolis.
Metropolis. Yeah. So I'm like, what is it? Like, I honestly like we tested it out to make sure it worked. I haven't heard it yet because it's only been here a couple of days. I was like, okay, can I check it out? And he was like, sure. I plug it in. I'm like, this is probably French Toast. It's a bluish greenish pedal. I'm thinking it's going to be a chorus or a phaser pedal or like some sort of filter pedal. This could be a cool sound. And I'm like,
how much, please?
This is not what I thought this was going to be. It is this crazy...
Wait, so this was like a brand new pedal? Somebody just sold this shit to them?
It was a used pedal that someone sold to them.
You found a treasure.
So I got it for like $30.
Damn!
And I took it home, and I fucked with it a bit. I recorded an Evil Adam song. I recorded... I put it up online somewhere. It's still kind of demo-ish. I think I'm probably going to be able to salvage that one, actually. I think I still have the... It was called... actually, I don't remember what it was fucking called, but it's very doom metal sounding. It's like... all on this fucking pedal, and it just like... It has this huge, like, doomy sound.
All right.
Because this pedal is just sludgy as fuck. This wonderful, sludgy... harmonic fuzz, and I was like, "Oh my god, I love this pedal! I want to write everything on this pedal." And then, like, I met it.
I'm gonna bang the shit out of you.
Yeah,
pedal.
I would fuck if this pedal had larger inputs. I would fuck it.
I'm gonna fuck you with my foot.
But like, I met Mike, and we jammed in his basement, and we wrote our first song that is still in the band now. Like, it's just.
So you're talking about that crazy fucking kid on the drums?
Yeah. So we wrote this ridiculous fucking like. It's basically going to be our show intro. And it's just this big sounding monstrous song. And in my head, I was like, dude, this sounds like something that I would play when Godzilla's walking around and smashing buildings. Like, that's what it sounds, because it's just big and fucking... And that was it. That was like, oh my god, this band has to be about like crazy giant monsters and shit. Like, I want this... Every song's going to be about mass destruction and like fucking diseases killing people and shit. And
we are Muto.
And that's where, yeah, and that's where the name of the band comes from. Is Pellagra is a like is like a skin eating like fucking disease that
that still can't beat Godzilla.
No, but I mean I can't use the name Godzilla, so
No, I know what I'm saying. It still can't beat Godzilla no matter what you do. Throw some Pellagra at him. You ain't beating Godzilla.
you ain't beating Godzilla. It'll regenerate. But like it's something you get when you're like sort of like scurvy, like with like malnutrition, especially on seas. So then it was like, well, this song's gonna be pirates versus kaiju, and then like this song is so all the songs either have like a fucking weird like nautical bent or seafaring bent or pirate bent or giant fucking monster thing, which I was like, oh, that also works because a kraken is like a giant kaiju sea monster that people used to see in the fucking thought they saw in the oceans back.
Kraken.
So like it's all this weird shit mixing into the songs together, but all the songs are big and fucking nasty sounding, and then out of nowhere there's like surf guitar, like it's like this weird crazy ass. It's everything I've ever loved mixed into one band.
How did you meet these motherfuckers?
I met Mike on Craigslist. I put out an ad saying, hey, I'm looking for people to play, blah, 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 and he responded. And I was like, awesome. And then we jammed that one time, and then Lisa I had been playing with in JARR, in the second version of JARR after the first version broke up. And that ended poorly with JARR, and so I messaged her. I was like, listen, you're one of the best bass players I've ever met in my fucking life.
No.
Which she will fight me on forever.
She says she sucks?
She doesn't know how good she is. And she should know. She's fucking
Lisa,
amazing.
you suck. I'm fucking with you.
No, she literally is one of the best bass players because she fucking just writes stuff like this. And
well, she plays with her fingers, right?
Yeah.
She rocks.
She's amazing. She's amazing. Well, of course she plays with her fingers. What woman doesn't? But
I didn't say that, Lisa.
But yeah, she's positively amazing, and I was like, I'd love for you to join us. And like the first day she shows up and she writes bass lines to all these riffs that I had already written with them, and I was like, so what do you think? And she's like, I fucking love this. And I was like, awesome, we're a band. I was like,
you're
great.
in it.
So it's a 3-piece for now. I would love to get a second person.
I saw you. Lara offered her services, though, man.
Yeah. So a couple of people have messaged me and stuff that they're interested.
Going on
so I really want, because I mean, ideally, I would like someone who can clone me. You know, be my fucking clone when I want to really put my effort into singing and they're playing guitar.
No.
Exactly what I would play. That's the key.
You just want to kill a rhythm, motherfucker.
I just want someone really good on rhythm and potentially someone who could do harmonies with me on vocals. Because then that would just open this shit up to another level. And the funny thing is, a couple of them, especially Lisa's been like, so can we bring some Evil Adam songs into this? And I was like, there's a couple I wouldn't mind.
Chill out, Lisa. We're trying to get Evil Adam back together.
So there's a potential there for me reworking some old Evil Adam songs into the new style of Pellagra. So I wouldn't want to play it exactly the way it was. I would want to make it our own, especially with Mike on drums. There's no way he's going to be playing mechanical shit. He's not a mechanical drummer. He's a very open, sludgy kind of. He fucking plays jazzy shit sometimes, and then straight metal, or punk. So for him, I need him to have his own feel, and so that's what would happen. But there's potential for a couple of Evil Adam songs to peek their ways into there, specifically because of the way they sound and feel, or the way I think they can be reworked. Mm-hmm. So Evil Adam songs being played live isn't necessarily dead completely. Mm-hmm. It just won't be played by Evil Adam.
For now.
We'll see what happens. Maybe when I'm 50 years old, there'll be an Evil Adam fucking...
Hey, man, I'll tell you, once that 2019 one drops, dude, shit's going to change the fucking planet, dude.
I hope so. It could also be 13 songs that everyone hates. So there's...
Doubt it.
It could be like people are like, wow, we waited from 2005 for this. Man, I really could have gone without this.
That's just like saying fucking, that's just like saying the new Godzilla vs. Kong movie is going to suck balls.
It's not.
It's not. So it's like, no.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fucking fun.
I'm telling you. So that means the new Evil Adam 2019 album is not going to suck balls, dude. It's not. That's it, dude.
It's just, it's old Evil Adam, new for 2019 with some new polish on it and some shit.
It's not old until people hear it, bro.
This is true.
So it's new Evil Adam no matter what.
I guess, yeah, for some people it will be. For some people, it will.
For you, it's like, fuck, man, this is old shit. I'm done hearing
Yeah, this is all I sold. I'm happy to finally just unleash it like a turd that's been stuck in my colon for 14 years. But
Shitting out a Tonka toy, bro.
yeah, I mean, it's a little sad for me when I'm like, oh, these are the songs that are coming out now. This is what I waited on. Like, to me, it's like, oh, I could do
And other
some.
motherfuckers are like, God damn it, I won't hear this.
Thank
fucking-"
goodness this is finally out. We've been waiting for this forever. The fucking talk about vaporware. You know what I mean? Like, fucking Christ. This is. What I gotta do, I have to make sure is I release this before Tool releases their album. That's what I gotta do.
Dude, you got till July, dude. I think July you got till, bro, from
All
what
right.
Maynard said.
So then I really need to make sure it happens before June. That's what I gotta do.
If you beat Tool, dude, that took like 13, 14 years. I don't know, man. If you could beat Tool, bro, you're golden in my book.
That's what I need to do. What I need to do is like very quickly put together another album after that to be like, here, bam.
Oh,
here's
that's
fucking,
fucked up. That's kicking him in the balls.
Yeah, just fucking and then finish off what is it? The Death of Innocence. Work on new material, finish off Death of Innocence, and put it all three of them out like 1 month after another.
Tool, I kicked you in the balls.
Like, dude, take that, motherfuckers! Play heavy again, goddammit. It's like,
Oh, God. All right, man. You know what, man? You got anything you want to plug, bro, before we fucking finish this off here?
I mean, Reign of Zaius,
Plug 'em up,
Pellagra, Evil Adam, Cousin. Those are all my things. I'm working at the Liberty Humane Society, so if you feel like helping out puppies and kitties, go to Find the Liberty Humane Society.
Yo, seriously, man. I got to talk to you after about fucking adopting a kitty cat, because me and my wife talking about that shit.
Yeah, man. Fucking go. We're doing a free adoption event this weekend. Fucking go adopt. Go fucking, donate and shit if you like animals. All those things are important, man. Whatever makes you fucking happy in life, go after it.
I need some extra pussy running around this house.
Exactly. You can say no to some fantastic nubile pussy just running around the house. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, man, just
Where can they find your music at, man?
right now you can search for Evil Adam on you choose a fucking music provider. It's there. You can also search my name, Rene Rosa, ReneRosa, at those providers. I'm putting out solo music under my actual name too, but all that stuff's gonna be very different from Evil Adam, including
Super
very different,
different.
including like an entire Misfits cover EP.
Shit.
But it's all gonna be Misfits as covered by Kermit the Frog. So it's called
Doyle's gonna come to the house and go, "What you doing, man?" Aw.
it's called It's Not Easy Being Green Hell. So the first one's out right now. You can listen to it online. Yeah,
Careful, Glenn doesn't pay a
it's
trip to your
ridiculous.
house.
Hey
dude.
man, he's getting royalties from it, so he doesn't care.
Oh, Glenn, spend it all well.
Yeah, this is all legal. All of this shit is legally done. This is on. You can buy it, and money goes to Glenn Danzig. So fuck it. If you want to support Glenn Danzig, like he needs more money, go and buy my fucking Kermit covers
shit.
Misfits stuff.
Oh my God.
As long as I don't get sued by Jim Henson's family.
Watch out for those motherfuckers, man.
And the word Kermit is never said anywhere. So there's that.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Henson.
Yeah. Oh God.
You got any upcoming shows? Anything like that?
No,
When Rain is theirs?
I don't. We haven't had anything booked because we're planning on recording. So,
Oh,
because all the demos they have do not have my voice.
all right. So
Hence why you played the live track. So, yeah, we're planning on recording soon. Get that going, and then pretty much almost every band I'm in is in recording status. So
okay.
that's what we're at.
Well, I'm gonna play this fucking track, dude. This is an obscure track because this band only lasted one show. From what we heard.
two shows. Yeah. So this is JARR before Lisa was in it. This was the
I love the name of the band. I don't care. I mean, I knew you guys had a thing back then. You're like, should we change it? I thought JARR was a great name.
Yeah, JARR, JARR, because it was the first letters of each person's name that was in the band.
That was a great name, dude.
So
I was like, wow.
If anything would have went wrong, the band name could have also been Raj. You know?
Raj.
RRAJ, like Raj. But yeah, JARR was what it was. So this was
You would have made a lot of money
what's
in
the name?
India.
Heaven. What was this?
It's Waiting for Heaven.
Waiting for Heaven. Oh,
I love
God.
I love the concept and the lyrics of this
Yeah.
fucking song, dude.
Always me with the fucking I'm angry about you people caring about gods and shit.
It's fucking awesome, dude. Yo, dude, is there any more tracks from this fucking group out? Is there any more? Like...
Not like that, no. I have a bunch of demos that we did, or basically they recorded instruments and then I recorded my vocals on top of it. That's how I joined the band. They sent me songs and then I just recorded vocals on top of it and like here's my versions of the here's what the songs
mixed, nothing mixed.
It's not. I mean, it's mixed, sort of. Like it's it doesn't sound great, but if you really want to listen to them for your personal collection, Dave,
yeah, dude. I'm a big fan of JARR, dude.
I can send them to you. And the lyrics are pretty good on this band. I was pretty proud of this stuff. I thought one of the best bands I was.
This was actually to me. It was like this was the first band I ever saw you out of Evil Adam.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, it works.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, it works. I was like, I thought you only could do Evil Adam, and now I saw you in this, and I was like, holy shit, dude, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I really loved it. I wish things could have worked out, but they did not. But hey, I have a song I wrote that I love, and
it's a fucking awesome song, dude.
Hopefully I can rework it with another band.
What's up? What's the fucking, what's the meaning behind this song, bro?
Waiting for Heaven? Basically, it's like... It's kind of like, don't fucking think that anyone else is going to help a situation. If you have a problem, fix it yourself. Mm-hmm. If someone else has a problem, help them fix it. Praying for shit to get fixed isn't going to do shit. Be in control of your own fucking destiny, because if you're waiting for someone else or some fucking god to help you, you're just going to sit there with a thumb up your ass and things are going to stay just as bad or get worse.
Yeah.
So that's basically what it was. It was like, it was also not just about bad things, but like, people with ambition people who want to make it or something who are just praying for something to happen instead of going out and doing it.
You're a motivator, dude. You're motivated. Like people look at that shit like, oh, you're ungodly. No, you're not ungodly, dude. You're a motivator.
It's just,
you're telling people to fucking, do it.
Take care of your shit, man. Take care of your shit. It's really important. Like, I think one of the biggest problems is that people have low self-esteem or a low drive, and it's like you're never going to have high self-esteem until you reach a certain plateau of where you feel comfortable with your success or lack of or whatever the fuck it is. But if you're basing everything you want to do about everyone else's perception of you or how good you think they think you are, you're going to do nothing, because no one ever feels good enough.
No.
The average, unless you have a fucking narcissistic rage or something, but most people feel lower than what they actually are. We don't have high opinions of ourselves because we allow other people to get into our heads and make us feel like shit on a regular basis.
Exactly.
And if you can't cut those people out, you could at least cut your thoughts on, out of that shit. So fuck them. Do what you want to do. Do it well. Get it done. Fuck relying on other people. That's the biggest problem I've ever had, is having to rely on other people. And that's why I did so much shit on my own. You know what I mean? I couldn't rely on other people and I couldn't trust everyone else. But thankfully, I've learned over time that you can earn trust. Over time, you can get people that really know how to work with you, and you can have some of the best friends and family in the world fucking help you out. So just do shit, man. Do everything that makes you fucking happy, as long as you're not hurting other people. It's that fucking simple. If you want to fucking play guitar naked and covered in shit, that's your thing, then be another G.G. Allen and fucking go for it. Someone out there wants to see that.
Exactly.
That's the way it is.
Hey, fuck it, man.
Right?
Straight up. Now, we're going to play some JARR here. You hear my howling dog in the background?
Yeah. That's the alarm clock?
Nah, he stays home, while the owner goes out for a little bit. He's really sad, so he's my howling dog in the background. Cool dog though, man. Really, he's not a fucking biter, bro. He's like a licker and a hugger.
Wow, it's like me.
Cool fucking dog, man.
The right person.
Oh, man. But all you motherfuckers, man, you know where to find Front of Dungeon Podcast, bro. You know where to find us all. Yo, you can find Rene, thanks for fucking playing. Not
That's
thanks
right.
for fucking playing, but thanks for playing.
Tanks.
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 Thanks for playing. You can find them on all your little fucking, your local there, fucking iTunes. You can find them on SoundCloud. You can find them on all that good stuff. Listen to it, bro, because if you love video games, you'll love that fucking show, straight up.
Oh, yeah.
And you can find us all on the Stitcher, the SoundCloud, and all that other good shit. Go to Tone Threads and buy a fucking t-shirt, because that's how you pay for this podcast, because Dee Rotten is not a rich fucking asshole.
Nope.
I'm just an asshole.
Just an asshole. Right? Where is Rich, by the way?
Rich who? I don't even know who he is. I don't have the money. But yo, seriously, bro, this is fucking Waiting for Heaven. This is one of my favorite fucking tracks this cocksucker in front of me ever wrote in my life. Bro, this is a great fucking song. Hopefully you all fucking enjoy it. And if you don't, fuck you. Keep listening to the podcast and enjoy this fucking song.
Thanks for having me on, man.
No problem, brother.
Time for you to die. You do as they tell you, follow blindly, and you never question why. Your fear